Ascension begins. Find yourself within. Take up your blade. Let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid. Make your destiny will find you and me. Friends at your side, may the glow with bright. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Hello, checkers and pleasers.
Hey everybody, welcome back.
Ooh.
Here we go, episode 3. Maybe.
Yes.
Episode 3. Hey everybody, I'm your DM Beardy. Welcome back.
Hello, hello. Welcome everyone to Campaign 2. I'm Keni and I play Louie. Skrewy, you said you had this.
Yep, that's yeah. I said I had. I'm Skrewy and I play Stavik.
I'm Grem, and I will be playing Valentino.
I'm Shane, and I'll be playing Xander.
I'm Zu'lin. I'm Zu'lin. I'm Xeno, and I'll be playing Zu'lin, everyone's favorite crow man.
Welcome back. Here we are. So we last left off. Party was making their way from the inn there, the crossing inn on the river, all the way down along the road. They ran into a couple of crazy things. This group of Kadali that were blocking the way, saying that it was some sort of wetland that they had control of, to which the group managed to talk their way past, mostly, and then eventually made their way to a area of, well, someone asking for help, I guess. They ran into a person on the road here who needs help. There was apparently an issue of goblins or of some sort have taken over a tavern along the road. So, following the incredibly frazzled barkeep, they've made their way here and fought their way inside, or rather have pushed their way past a trap and are now about to begin combat with a bunch of goblins. So
We killed one already. Yay!
True, yes.
You could see there's blood splatter.
Yeah, Louie fired an ice bolt and
Important
slaughtered a
to know.
gobbo.
They're about to start fighting with us. This is their mistake that they're making.
Mhm.
I agree.
Very true.
Shall we get into
So,
it?
Yeah, let's get right into it. Why wait for it? Here we are. We've made it. Combat begins. Round 1. Start. All right. The first of these gobbos has a short sword out, and it is going to charge up 25 feet across the room with its little short sword, squealing as it goes, as it tries to ram this short sword directly into Stavik. And what's going to happen is, as it rushes across the room to do so, that short sword is going to get just deflected by Stavik's armor. It bounces right off. The next gobbo is up, and it's going to pull out a little short bow and fire an arrow across the way. It's going to stick into one of these potted plants down here next to Valentino and Bastion, and misses. Zu'lin, you have initiative.
Ooh. Well, since I saw one to the corner before, am I able to just kind of lob one into that doorway from where I'm standing, or would I have to move? And one being a bomb.
Right, lobbing being a bomb. Okay. Yeah, anywhere within your sight you can throw. Like, that would be a reasonable targeting space.
Or is that a window?
It's a window, and it's currently closed.
How big
What
is
if-
this bomb?
You know what? Never mind. You know what?
People are like, these goblins
worry
are
about
menace,
it.
and Zu'lin's like, I'll show you menace.
This is how alchemists work. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
What? So what? I'm
I
actually going to
feel
do.
like I have to worry.
Let him play his turn.
What? What Zu'lin's going to do is he's going to quickly grab 2 ingredients, put them into a vial, shake it really fast, and throw it at that window.
Mhm.
And I'm going to blow up that window with the goblin on the other side.
Okay.
So let's... There we are.
Okay. So you're... All right. So you're throwing it into the square to your northeast to hit the window.
Yep, that's correct.
Alrighty. So that's not altogether great. That is a critical fumble, possibly. So if you wouldn't mind, roll me a d20
Okay.
plus 4. Very low chance this is going to go completely poorly. for
Please
Zu'lin,
don't
but we'll
hit
see.
me.
Don't.
Please
Please
don't
hit
hit me.
him.
Okay.
Set the fuse a little too long, the bomb and it bounces off the window.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is Zu'lin, maybe it was the rain, maybe it was the rough travel along the road to get here, but something didn't quite mix right in that bomb.
All right.
And rather than going off when it was supposed to, it's going to go off in midair. So you're going to throw that bomb, and it's going to explode a little bit earlier than it should have. So
Okay.
what's going to happen is Louie and Zu'lin are both going to take the splash from that. So if you'd like to give a
Oh, no.
reflex
So-
save.
Real quick, I do have the ability to choose if where my splash damage goes.
Mhm.
So am I able to do that?
I mean, this would have been a fumble, so it's not exactly that kind of a situation.
This is fire,
Under normal
correct?
circumstances, yes, you would have.
All right, there you go.
See, all right. So I just need a reflex from
Oh, gotcha.
the two of you.
This is why you don't
Yeah.
cook grenades,
it's-
kids.
It is
Yep.
fire damage. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I nat one.
Oh no!
Okay.
This is gonna be a fun night, guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So in that case, Zu'lin, you're just gonna get peppered for 3 points of fire damage, and Louie, you're gonna take 6, as this thing explodes in the air and sends cascades of flame and spark in all directions. The shrubbery, there's a nearby rock, part of the building, it all has this kind of this gel on it that's still burning away very quickly, but it's fading away fast.
The pained yelp that releases from Louie's lungs as he staggers onto the wall and shut the fuck up, okay? I already corrected myself. As he
Young lungs. The young
as he
lad.
staggers against the wall that he's against and almost looks like he's clawing in an attempt to get away from it.
Quite apologies. Oh. And Zu'lin's just kind of wiping the remaining debris off of his leather apron.
Zu'lin, was that you back there?
And Zu'lin, you have a move action left as well. Look, do anything with it?
I'll stay here for now.
Okay. In that case, we're going to move on to some goblos. So the first of these gobos is the one standing beside Stavik and Valentino. It
Okay.
is going to attack with a short sword, trying to stab at Stavik and getting nowhere close to getting through his armor. Tries desperately to stab, and Stavik is just blocking it with no effort from his shield. All right, the next goblin is going to hop up on top of a counter with a little short bow out and is going to fire that short bow at the party, and that is going to also miss. All right, Xander, you're up.
Okay, Xander is going to raise his arm with the crossbow attached. He's going to drag his hand along it, and another crossbow bolt is going to appear there, and he's going to fire it at this goblin up here.
The one up in the kitchen area.
Yes.
Okay.
Skewer them.
All right. Your crossbow fires, sails right between the ears of the goblin, and sticks into the back of the kitchen area.
Mm-hmm.
Very close shot, but does not quite connect.
That's my turn.
All right. Goblin Brute is up. It's going to pull its short sword moving into combat, and it's going to take a swing. And Valentino, you're able to dive and dodge out of the way, kind of doing a spin as it tries to stab you, but you're far too fast.
Just gonna lean back and just let it swipe in front of my face.
I'm gonna get more damage from fucking Zu'lin's bomb than any of these fuckers. Oh my god.
Honestly, I'm just glad you survived. I was like, oh no, a wizard took damage. Is Louie dead?
I mean, we're all level 3, thankfully. So
Yeah, I had forgotten that part.
So a goblin to the north, the one in the kitchen, is going to scrabble up on top of a counter there and fire a short bow at the party. This shot is going to not quite strike. Again, just barely missing as it fires at Valentino. Valentino, you have initiative.
Not fast enough for me. So, quick question: if
Mhm.
if I get hit with an attack of opportunity, does that prevent me from moving?
No.
Okay, then I'm going to risk a bunch of them. I'm going to try and jump around this guy, so I'm going to leap around to the side and try to vault over the counter,
Wonderful.
which I assume will provoke for both of them.
I'll take an acrobatics on your part then.
Come on,
Oh,
Val.
absolutely. I didn't. I'm happy to roll in acrobatics, even if it only just increases my chance to fail. 17.
17. That will succeed. So you can move up to half your speed.
Oh, wonderful. All right.
As long as you're not passing through the goblin.
Gonna go can I do that?
I mean,
that
why
was
not do the
the-
diagonal?
You've already gone 15.
I did do it diagonal.
Yeah.
No. I mean, on the counter, so that you could be diagonal with Stavik.
Oh, I see. I think Kenny's saying
Well,
to
yeah,
end
you know
up
what?
on
That
the
does make
counter there.
sense. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump up onto the counter. I was hoping to get flanking with both Stavik and Bastion, but yeah, and then I'm going to stab into. Do they get the attacks opportunity, or is the acrobatics to prevent?
The acrobatics
provoking them?
prevented that, so you're good.
Okay.
It was a
Do I
successful
still get an
check.
attack action?
You do still get a standard, yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna stab this little guy in the back.
You got it.
What is my bonus for flanking, or is that baked
Plus
in
2.
now?
It's +2.
Okay. Oh, there we are. I see.
I can make a little buff for you on your buffs tab if you just check that.
It gives you
Valentino
a
is
mark-
already buff.
Yeah. I don't know if I can get much buffer.
All right, 13. Not quite enough to hit.
You will not be able to stretch properly if you get too much buff.
Carve up one of these plants. Once I miss him, I'll just make it like I'm doing a little bonsai thing with one of them. Haha! It's his
Those
art.
poor succulents. All right, Bastion is up, and Bro is going to take a 5-foot step to the east. And he has his weapons out. He has both a rapier and a dagger out. He's going to attempt to attack with both of them. No.
Boy.
Critical fumble.
God damn.
Buddy. Get that card out.
All right.
Get the card out.
Awkward
Oh,
attack.
no.
He's going to take a penalty to his AC for a little while, as he awkwardly tries to stab at this goblin and manages to fail. So it's some rough rolls starting out today, everybody.
I'm
Stavik,
just-
you're up.
Really glad we started combat out with a nat 20, and it's gone downhill since.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
If I cleave, am I allowed to power attack as well?
Yes.
Wonderful. So that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Combat. Right. And it. So, power attack. And so I get the attack roll bonus of. No, actually, with the flanking and the power attack, it cancels them out. I believe we're correct.
So you just check the power attack. It's a little checkbox there.
Oh. Okay. So.
And then you just take the +2 for flanking, which is also a buff that's on your character sheet. So just check that you're flanking, and then check that you're power attacking, and then make the attack.
Okay.
Yep.
On my character sheet, where buff.
So when you
And
go
flank.
and make the attack, and when the little attack
Oh.
window pops up, you just check
Yep.
power attack, and I'll add that you have flanking right there. So flanking's
Oh, thank you
activated.
so much.
Just go ahead and make your power attack. You're good to go.
Cool beans.
All right. Well, Stavik, that is a 3, so that's gonna miss.
Oof.
Womp. Plus 10, so 13.
Damn.
Yep, 13.
Okay.
Not a hit though. So that's going
Darn.
to take us on to
Oh,
a
well.
goblin.
We're all just horribly opposed
Gobbo.
to violence.
Yeah, it's some rough rolls, everybody. I gotta say these goblins are not really rolling much better either. So a shot comes in from the northeast, from the little vegetable stand. There's a goblin standing up in the fruit bins, and it fires a short bow down toward Valentino and Bastion and hits neither of them, which will take us back to Louie at the end of the turn. Louie, what would you like to do?
Louie is shaking against this wall, kind of gathering his breath again. And hesitantly, he reaches out his left hand to do another ice bolt
Get him.
on maybe one of the weaker goblins, just trying to pick them off easier.
Mhm.
We'll see how this goes. So I have a rapid shot.
Yes, you do.
Is it okay if I split that up at all?
Yeah, you can split that as long as they're adjacent. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, there's a roll, a whole row of them.
Mhm.
So I'll do the first hit because it's like 3 hits per rapid shot, right?
It'd be for your level, I believe, 2 shots.
2 shots. Okay. I'll do one for the weaker gobbo and then one for the more tougher gobbos, it seems.
Okay.
Blank and precise. Okay. And I also have precise, by the way.
Okay.
That's an 11 and a 10 to hit.
An 11 and a 10.
Oh,
Touch
and a
AC on
7.
And a 7. Let's see.
You built this, not me.
I did. I'll have to go back and check. I think it should only be 2 attacks. Either way, I'll get it cleared out later.
I don't think I hit anything.
Oh, I see what the problem is. The rapid version doesn't need to exist. There's just a checkbox for that. So, all right, that'll
Oh,
clear it out
gotcha.
in the future. Anyway, the 11 and the 10 both. The goblins have a higher touch AC than that. So,
Okay.
your shots streak across the room, leaving little areas of distortion from the heat, and they are going to miss. Yeah, they strike the ground and shatter into little bits of ice.
Louis continues hyperventilating where he is.
All right, that'll take us on to round 2. Round 2 begins.
We'll get him
and-
this time, guys.
Yeah, we'll get him.
Yeah, we'll get him. Not a whole lot happened that round, but we'll make it.
We'll get it.
So, on the goblin's turn, this first one is going to use some acrobatics and reposition himself to the west of Stavik.
Okay. Ooh, giving flank.
Yep. So he's going to give a flank to himself. And that
Flank
is
Connect
going
4 in
to
here.
potentially hit. Unlikely. No, still misses. Stavik is a really armored guy, I'll say that.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think these gobbles are going to hit Stavik.
He's a really
Seems
armored
unlikely.
pile of sinewy clothes, you mean?
Sinewy
You know what?
clothes.
Sinewy clothes. What is a man?
Yeah, can we
All
can we
right.
add
Got a
that?
pile of sinewy clothes.
What's up?
We need to add that to the Discord. Sinewy clothed.
Okay,
Sinewy
got
pile
it.
of clothes.
You guys keep
That'll-
playing.
that'll be
I'll
your
fix
new role.
this up.
That'll be your new role in the Discord. All right. So the next goblin is up.
Yay!
It is going to fire a bow, and it is going to. Excuse me. It's actually going to manage to hit someone. Valentino, you are going to be struck on the side. It just grazes you, but you are struck for 3 points of damage from a goblin's arrow from the northeast. It looks like this guy was firing from like the traveling and adventure supplies booth on the east side of the room. His arrow comes in and just wings past your side, slashing into you ever so slightly. Zu'lin, you have initiative. What would you like to
So Zu'lin's going
Since
to
he's gone.
Zu'lin is going to be walking towards the opening to this building.
Mhm.
Once again, going through his pouch and is going to shake up another a chemical bomb.
Mhm.
This time he's going to lob it underhand towards the one that's in front of Stavik.
Wonderful. Okay.
It's gonna end
Got it.
Boom.
Okay. So a 7 is going to miss that goblin.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is roll a splash and see where it lands. Okay, looks like it's going to splash to the southwest. So it ends up bursting on the ground beside Stavik, Goblin, the Brute, and Bastion. So there it goes. All right. Let's see here. Now, you said you have a feature that allows you to
Yes, I am able
precise
to.
bombs.
Yes. So only the goblins will be hit.
That's really fucking cool.
If the bomb misses, the discovery has no effect. So
Oh?
you have, yeah. So it's the last line of precise bombs.
Really?
Yep. So the idea is you kind of choose out where you want the bomb to not explode, but then if the bomb doesn't land where you intended, it doesn't really matter, because then it.
But also, when I miss, I thought it just stays on that square. It just doesn't do direct damage, but it still does the splash damage in that area.
I think
it does the
usually
splash.
moves.
It does the splash to everything, but it's considered like a grenade-like thrown object. So we roll a
Scatter.
dice. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
Alright.
You roll a scatter dice and then see
neat.
where it lands, and then it blows up. So
Alright.
in this case, it's just going to do splash damage to everybody.
Cool.
Neat.
So I will take a reflex from Stavik. I'll roll one for Bastion and for these two
Cool.
gobos. Oh, hell yeah.
Stand what I said about Zu'lin doing more damage than the fucking goblins.
Still might work. So it
Oh, yeah.
looks like the Goblin Brute got a nat 20, so takes half
Goddamn.
damage. So he'll take 3. The other Goblin fails and takes a full 6 damage and is going to be staggered from that explosion.
Nice.
And Stavik, you got a 15. You don't need to roll blind, by the way, for the.
Oh,
for those
okay,
rolls.
cool.
It's fine.
'Kay.
So you got a 15, and what's going to happen is you're going to take 6 points of fire damage
Okay.
as a splash there, and Bastion is going to save and take. Oh, apologies. 6. Here we go. 15 is a pass. You actually only. All right, and Bastion has evasion, so he will take no damage.
Nice.
Okay. Done and done. Good old
That's
rogues.
nice.
Okay. Apologies. We're back on track. Brained for a second there. Gobos. This one is staggered. It is going to 5-foot step to the northeast and breathe heavily, and that's its entire turn. All right, next one is going to move forward 5 feet. Still has its little bow and arrow out as it hops down from the counter, and it's going to try to take a shot at Stavik. The arrow goes wide, misses pathetically, and takes us on to Xander.
Okay, Xander is going to do the same thing again. He's going to reach up, drag his hand along the crossbow, and fire at that goblin. That is now on the table, I believe. And
Yes, yeah. The one up in the kitchen area.
nope,
All right, another miss.
that is a 10.
Man, we're
Alrighty.
roughing it.
Yeah. Hey, it's low level combat. Here we go. All right.
Look, the nat 20 seemed really impressive when it killed something in one shot. Oh my god.
I mean, whenever combat goes like this, I was thinking movies, the majority of attacks don't hit. They're parrying and dodging and stuff. If they hit each other right away, they would just die and it'd be over.
Mm-hmm.
So, cinematic
Alright.
enough.
Well, that is a fumble from the goblin as it tries to attack Stavik.
How bad?
On the receiving end. So what it's going to do is it tries to stab you. You end up reflecting its blow with your shield, and it ends up stabbing itself for that amount of damage.
Fuck yeah,
So
let's
that-
go.
Goblin
Fuck yes.
takes 4 points of damage stabbing itself, and that will end its turn.
Why are you hitting yourself?
I was gonna say,
Why did you hit yourself? That seems very counterproductive.
Are you
Right.
taunting the goblins?
Yes, why? Why not?
Okay, cool. No, I'm just checking. That's great.
All right, next goblin is up. This one is going to return fire toward Xander to return the shots that have been coming at it, and it's going to get a 19, striking Xander for 1 whole point of damage. Oh no!
I mean, low level. That can be. All
right, Val,
depending
you're
upon
up.
the character.
All right, I'm going to raise trouble once again and strike this goblin in the back.
Oh shit!
That's 20, baby. Does a 15 confirm?
A 15 does not confirm. I'm sorry.
All right. Very well. Well, that'll still be 9 points of damage.
Were you counting your flank in there?
I think he
I
hit
thought I
flank.
marked it.
You do not.
Oh, okay.
You are not. So that's a
With a
17. So you want to ask
Okay.
that one?
Yes, with a 17.
Yeah,
Confirm.
of course.
Yay!
Wonderful.
That's a critical hit.
Let's fucking go, Val!
Just have a piece of
Stab
candy.
this guy in the back of the skull and just
It's not a
pull it
holiday
out.
special.
Aw.
All right, so you deal double damage on the attack, which in this case is 19. So that goblin brute is slain with
Fuck yeah, let's go.
quite a lot of damage.
Nice.
All right.
Use my scarf to wipe off the blade and look at this. Does anyone else want to taste?
That's really gross. Why would anyone lick blood? That's just a disease spreader.
Let's know. And before I end my turn, I'm going to 5-foot step closer to this other one.
Okay. All right, so Bastion will be up then. In that case, he's going to move up 10 feet, and he's going to try to
Back to
stab
back.
at this staggered goblin. Go, rapier, swing, and that is a hit. He comes in with this rapier, and he is going to slash across this thing's back for 8 points of damage, putting it down.
Let's
All right,
go.
That'll take us on to Stavik.
Yay! Stavik. Combat. Badoop. Power attack, baby. To the brute goblin. 20. For 16 slashing.
All right, 20 to hit for 16 points of slashing damage. That is going to be more than enough. Your bastard sword comes down and rends that goblin to shreds.
Let's
Dead.
go.
There we go. Get some high rolls, and now things are going all kinds of sideways for these gobos. Okay,
All right.
next goblin is up. It is going to take out, still has its short bow out, and it's going to fire at Bastion. That's going to hit. Bastion is struck in the shoulder for 3 points of piercing damage. And that'll take us on to Louie.
All right. Louie sees the goblin in the kitchen. He's still frazzled, and he shakily tries again to rapid shot this fucking thing. With some point blank and some rapid, and we just fucking go for it. Oh, that's cool. That's a nat 1 for my first attack. I'm gonna re-roll it. Let's see if it does the thing.
Let's see if it does the thing.
Yes,
That's
that's an 8. Yeah.
So that's gonna be a fumble. So here we go. Okay, well hey, the good news is it's a pretty tame fumble. The fumble's why me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You provoke attacks of opportunity from all threatening foes, which in this case is nobody. So it just ends your turn.
I don't know. Zu'lin was doing a lot of damage just now, so
Yeah, Zu'lin, and he can be pretty threatening.
Louie just puts his back against the wall and starts to slowly slide down it, and that ends his fucking turn.
Oh, that
All right.
poor boy.
Next turn, we've got ourselves a goblin that's up. This goblin is going to fire at Valentino, and I'm assuming that a 19 hits.
Just barely.
I've got some bad news for Valentino. This is in fact a critical hit. So it was a nat
All right.
20 followed by a nat 19. So that is not a good roll set. And that is going to be 6 points of piercing damage to Valentino, as well as a critical effect card. Let's see what we got here.
My dumbass forgot to put on some mage armor before we started, and that would have saved me.
Ooh,
Damn.
would you mind rolling me a D6, if you don't mind?
I mind a little, given the circumstances. But that's
Okay.
a 4.
So this critical card is called Organ Scramble, and
Gross.
this- yeah, right. This arrow is going to stick into your side and get into your soft bits, and it's going to do a little bit of con damage. So
Valentino doesn't have any soft beats. Alright, well, he didn't.
So yeah, Valentino, you're going to take 4 points of Constitution damage from that critical. So that's a pretty nasty hit there,
That's pretty nasty. Does
and that'll take us on to Zu'lin.
Right.
form a nice scar, though.
That's true.
Seeing Valentino just get shot in the goddamn guts over here. Zu'lin's going to walk up behind this spiked little creation that the goblins have made, and is going to pull out his syringe bow, and is going to fire it at Valentino with a healing syringe.
You're right. We can't trust him. Zu'lin's dangerous.
Deals 10 points of piercing damage and then heals you.
Does that hit?
All right, a 19.
19 will hit.
Yes, that should hit.
All right. In that case, let me use a cure.
Okay.
All right. That's for 11 healing.
Very nice.
Getting shot from every direction.
And does that
Oh.
does that deal the 2 points of damage as well?
No.
No. Okay. All right. We'll need to change the damage on those. That's fine. We'll fix it later. All right, Valentino, you are healed for 11 points of HP. There you go. Boom. Puts you back to full as that syringe bolt pumps into you and you suddenly feel alive.
Still have the con damage, though?
You still have the con damage. Yes.
I think there's
That'll
something
fall
stuck
off
in
over
there.
time. Yeah, you think the arrowhead might have broken off and still floating
Yeah.
around in your guts.
I'm
But the wound's
sorry,
closed.
I've got guts of steel. Or at least I do now.
All right. Anything else from Zu'lin?
Nope, that'll be the full round.
Alrighty, that'll take us on then to a goblin. So this goblin is going to try and stab at Valentino and misses. That'll take us on to Xander.
Okay, Xander is going to walk up and enter this space. Let's see. Actually, he'll pause right here in the door, and then he will pull the arrow out of himself and then begin to draw on his hand with the tip. And that will be it for this turn.
You got it. All right, next goblin is up. It is going to fire at Bastion with a bow and arrow and miss. Valentino, you're up.
So which of these fuckers was the one who shot me? It was the guy over by the...
It'd be the guy in the
adventure gears?
adventuring supplies, yeah.
Alright, I'm going to do another 5-foot step, or rather a dramatic 5-foot backflip on top of the counter again.
You got it.
And I am going to point a finger gun at this guy and say, "You're done, my friend." I'm going to blast him with a magic missile.
Hell yeah.
You got
So
it.
anyway, start blasting.
All right. You blast him for 2 points of force damage, and you take a good chunk out of the little goblin.
You better run now. This is your last chance to surrender. My turn.
All righty. All right. Bastion is going to take a 5-foot step to the northeast, and he is going to make his attack with both of his weapons, his rapier and his dagger. The rapier is actually going to critically hit. 22 to hit, 19 to
Hell
confirm against
yeah.
this little goblin as he comes in here and
Nice.
lops its head off for 13 points of damage. He turns and looks at the last 3 goblins to his east with a grin on his face. Stavik, you have initiative.
I see them. I see Bastion take out the gobbo on the counter, and I see the gobbo in front of me. I'm gonna charge at the fucker.
Mhm.
And go to combat. Ba-doop. And power attack the bastard. That is an unnatural 20.
Okay. A dirty 20.
Yup.
That's fine.
And
Good 20s, dear.
There you go. All right, you charge forward with your dirty 20, and that is definitely going to hit. You deal 10 points of damage and slaughter that gobbo.
just run him straight through.
Mm-hmm.
Flick it straight up.
All right.
This is going to take a while to clean off.
All right, the goblin up in the produce stand is going to keep firing his bow, and that is going to strike Bastion for 1 point of damage as the small goblin-sized arrows keep sticking into him. Louie, you're up.
Pincushion.
Louie runs in and aims his left arm at, well, the goblin by the ropes. What does he buy?
He's in a little adventuring stand. So it's like they sell
Oh,
climbing hooks
okay.
and rope and torches and traveling goods. It's kind of like a basic adventuring supply mart.
Okay, well, does an 18 and a 22 hit them?
An 18 and a 22 would both hit. Yes.
Okay.
So you deal 5 points of damage, followed by 3 points of damage, and you freeze that goblin to death.
And he just kind of lurches forward. His hands are on his knees as he starts like heaving a little bit.
Just
fuck.
teeny tiny point of order. You can't rapid shot and move at the same time.
Oh, I'm so
But-
sorry.
It's okay.
Did the
your
5
first shot
kill
would've
it?
Your
Okay.
first shot would have killed him anyway, so it's okay.
Cool.
All right.
Whizzing by Stavik's head.
Alrighty. So you move up there, and that will push us on to round 4, and will take us right on to Zu'lin.
Ah, best damage dealer.
Please,
Here we go.
please,
Highest
no
damage
more
on the team.
bombs.
Do it.
Let's see how far. Okay. Yeah, so Zu'lin's going to once again quickly walk through everybody. He's going to make his way into the center of this room.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
In the meanwhile, taking out components, and he's going to once again lob a bomb at Goblin.
These poor gobbos.
These poor farmers.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
obliterate this stand for this one guy left.
Ugh.
Alrighty. You throw the bomb at the goblin, and it's going to get hit with some splash damage.
You know,
It rolls a nat. It rolls a nat 1.
yay!
Catches on fire from the splash damage, and runs around on fire, dying a moment later.
Oh my god.
As the last of them fall, that will end combat.
Well,
See, that was no problem. I'm gonna have to pass something pretty unpleasant this evening, but it's like I can't handle.
Yeah. That's great. Louis just backing up out of the room.
There seems to be more throughout this facility.
That wasn't all of it.
No.
I saw one within one of the windows, or behind, that is.
Okay.
Just be one. Maybe he will give up.
well, I was about to clean off my sword, but never put away your sword dirty.
I believe the girl mentioned something about a larger one.
Okay. I
and a
was hoping
person in the
those
stable.
Close the door.
other ones were large.
Zu'lin. Well, I commend
Yes.
your. I commend your bravery for going first. I do not recommend it.
I just was wondering what was behind this door. It's very close to where this window was.
Why don't you let me open that for you, just in case?
Zu'lin will nod and back off just to the side.
Okay. Stavik, you get up to the door. There's a wooden door in front of you. It's closed. You're not sure what could be behind it. You open the door, and what you find is a privy. Appears that there is a bench seat with a hole in it and a little lid that can be put down to plug to keep most of the smell out of here.
Wow.
But it's currently ajar slightly, so the room reeks of excrement.
See,
The room is otherwise empty.
Thank you for
door
your
over
bravery,
here.
Stavik.
There is a sponge there as
there.
well.
Let me.
It could be another
I'm
privy,
going
though.
to. I'm going to close the lid on this just because it's the polite thing to do.
Why
Calls
is
out
he
basically
yelling
to the
that?
universe. Scheiße, why are people so rude? They just leave you plug the privy hole. It's just
I believe we have bigger concerns than whether
Yeah,
people put
there's definitely supposed to be like more survivors.
There's a door right here.
Oh,
Louis
we're
is just
talking.
pointing to the one next to him.
Hmm.
I just don't want to be the one to open it.
Got it. So looking at this door, Zu'lin, you're going to notice something about it that's a little bit strange.
Okay.
There seems to be some kind of mechanism built along the top of the door that you don't think should be there. You're not sure what it does or what its purpose is, but it definitely doesn't look like it's an original part of the door's construction.
May I make a check of some kind?
Yeah, if you have knowledge engineering, I guess, to figure it out. It does appear to be a mechanical device of some kind. If you have that, you can roll it. If you don't, then you can just
Go-
make an intelligence check.
Could I make a engineering or a disabled device? Check?
Disabled device would be fine, yeah. Yep.
Check that one. That's a net 20 for
Oh, fuck
25.
yeah.
All right,
Nice.
Zu'lin, you take a look at it, and it is very clearly a trap. It appears to be a goblin spring arm trap. And yeah, you can disable it with that roll. So you can get in there and make sure that it doesn't swing down and hit somebody, because if it was going to do that, it would probably have killed someone.
That should stop the device from functioning. Should be safe to go now. Stavik, I assume you want to go first. It's quite commendable.
Well, thank you. Good job on the disabling the mechanisms up there. That is impressive.
It's not that complicated. Goblins aren't the smartest beings I could be going against.
I believe
True,
we're on a
but-
time crunch.
Oh, sorry. Yes. And I will open the door.
Stavik, you open the door, push it open, and what you see is a staircase that descends down into a slightly lower area, like the end slightly dug into the ground a little bit. And this this stone staircase ends after about 10 feet, and then the floor is covered in a nice zigzagging wood pattern. The area itself looks to be quite cozy and comfortable, except for the fact that it is filled with goblins of various sizes, shapes, and dispositions. Upon the bar itself sits a goblin holding what looks kind of like a lute, but it's a little bit smashed up. And it's currently in the process of playing some kind of thing that it probably believes is a song, but doesn't sound rhythmic or musical in any way.
Okay, how does the goblin compare with Tessa, though?
I was
mean-
about to go there too.
Hold on, I'll make a roll for it.
Oh no. Oh, please
poor
leave
child.
that poor dead girl alone.
Also,
Oh shit! That's right. They're dead.
I had been futzing with my sheet, trying to just cast a spell. Is it alright if I cast Mage Armor and have it between now?
Yeah,
and-
you would have had a few seconds to do so.
Thank you.
Sure. All right. So between this goblin and Tessa, they're actually about on par with each other. So this is a Tessa tier bard.
Let the dead rest.
Fine,
He's
sounds
performing in
fine.
her honor. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
It sounds fine.
The old Tessa special. So anyway, there's a goblin down there that's plucking a weird song, but it's looking at a human a man who is standing in the middle of the area. He appears to be dancing, you think. He has his arms up above his head, and he's kind of hopping back and forth and spinning slightly. But he has blood just running, like, sort of oozing out of his mouth. A lot of it's caked on and dried into his facial hair, but it's like all the way down the front of his shirt.
Can
So
I
he looks
do
like he's
a
been
check to
bleeding for
see
a
if-
while.
Can I do a check to see if they're actually alive?
The dancing man?
Oh, because in my
Yeah, see
head,
if
I'm
the
thinking,
man that's
what if
dancing
they're-
is alive.
It could be
Is-
just like a meat puppet kind of thing.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, make a heal check. You know,
Not 20.
Damn.
I'm glad you burned a 20 for that. Yeah, you take a look at this man. He is alive. He's terrified and he's badly hurt, but he's alive. Moreover, it
Okay.
does appear that he is. It does appear that he is messed up quite badly, as in someone has gone through and knocked most, if not all, of his teeth out of his mouth. So he has sort of just these bloody holes in his gums where his teeth were a moment ago. And he's dancing in an effort to entertain these goblins as they yell and shout and throw things at him.
Dance, monkey man.
Basically, yeah. As they all kind of laugh and cackle about everything. It appears that because of the loudness of the room, they did not hear any of the kerfuffle in the room to the east. So they are somewhat unawares as you all approach this space.
Okay.
Maybe we'll pat
So,
pat
I have
Stavik's
two options.
back.
Let me clarify. They see you now. I'm just saying they
Okay.
weren't ready for you.
Oh,
Okay. So could I? Do you want us to roll some initiative first?
If you want to just go in there guns blazing, absolutely. If you're going in there
yeah.
sword swinging, then I will need an initiative roll. Yes. So in that
Unless
case,
you wanna-
I'll
And I
do you
just-
guys
assume if
wanna talk
anyone's
to-
doing so, then
Oh, what
we're all
is-
doing so. Yeah, what's Stavik do?
Yeah, what does Stavik do?
Stavik seeing the gobos, he probably, and it's like, he's not. Actually, you know what? Stavik is going to walk slowly with his sword out down the stairs.
Okay. Yeah.
He's going to say to them, "Hello."
Okay. So
Little-
Stavik, you make it about 5 feet down the stairs. You say hello. And the two goblins that are nearest to you turn and they start screeching something about intruders in the court of the king. There are intruders in the court of the king!
And this
stepping
is why you
around-
can't trust them.
Stepping around on the far side of the bar, Stavik, you can see an odd-looking figure. What you see is a being that looks almost the size of a man, maybe slightly shorter than an average human height, with deep blue skin, reddish eyes, long pointed ears, and an unkempt mane of hair. He steps down behind this dancing man, and in his hand is a really nasty looking great club. It appears to have very sharp pieces of metal just stuck in it at weird angles. So it looks like no matter where you were to be hit by this thing, it would not only hit you with a lot of bludgeoning force, but also slash you up really badly.
Okay.
And he holds it out sort of at the, like, to the side of this man and looks your way. And he gives you a big grin, exposing his needle-sharp teeth. The goblins around you are going to begin chanting, "Hail the king! Hail the king!"
Fuck this. Just hit them.
What would you like to do, Stavik?
We haven't rolled initiative, right?
Well,
Not
not
yet.
yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
you're welcome to roll yours if you'd like. Just so that
Stavik will still with his sword and his shield up, say to them. Now, why are we hailing this king?
Because he is the king. He is the king and he needs hailing. Hail the king! Hail him!
He'll kind of lean and go, "Hello, I am Stavik. Why have you taken over these lovely people's homes?"
The blue furred being on the far end of the room is going to just smile, and in a deep voice he's going to speak out. This isn't their home anymore. It's mine. It's mine and my people's. Welcome.
Oh,
Question quickly.
hell.
Like with the layout of this building, I'm trying to figure out what it looks like above us. Are there rafters or anything like that?
In the main open market area, it's a single room, one level.
Okay. And there's no rafters? Or there's no like beams, support beams that are below the ceiling?
In the room that Valentino is currently in, yes, there are.
There are. What about the room that Stavik is entering?
No,
Or-
there's not. It's
Okay.
a shorter, more cozy space.
So he'll continue. Well, I tell you what, and he'll with his arm still up, he'll take another step down gingerly. Oh, excuse me. I'd like to go converse with your king, please.
They stop you. They have their weapons out. They are not letting you pass.
Would you mind? I'd like an audience with the king, please.
Give us all your things. No weapons and no money.
Well, I tell you what. I'm going to give you an option. I want you to look ever so slightly and listen very carefully in that room. Do you hear anyone else?
All right. And at that, the
Intimidate
blue...
check. I'd like to do an intimidate check.
You're welcome to. Go ahead and make an intimidate. At the same time, the being at the front of the room, which, if you'd like to make a knowledge local, you're welcome to.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I would, but I've been waiting to speak. I'd like to make a stealth check and try to sneak around to a window.
Okay.
That is a 10 for me.
Local, you said?
Oh wait.
22 for Louie for the knowledge local.
That's a 10.
Okay. This is a hobgoblin. They're a cousin race to goblins, and they're typically considered far more dangerous. Mostly because they're much smarter and larger and stronger than the typical goblins. They're also less chaotic. Anyway, what he is going to do is, Stavik, as you make your intimidate check, he is just going to crack his great club across the head of the man in front of him, killing him instantly.
Oh. This is why. Okay. This is great.
And he just smiles at Stavik.
That was unnecessary.
May
You could have
I?
left.
Oh, sorry, I didn't interrupt.
No, you're fine. You could have left. That is no longer an option. Well, you will leave, but not on your own feet.
All right. And let's roll some initiative, shall we?
Okay. I didn't want to interrupt, but I would like to jump through the
No, you're fine.
window.
You're fine.
To try and surprise this guy at least next to the window. Am I able to do that? Do I need to-
I think would there been? Yeah, I
I can
feel like there
do
might
that
have
on
been
my
enough time
initiative
for that.
if I miss my chance.
Yeah, we'll just roll the initiatives then.
All right,
Go
fine.
that way.
Did anyone seem to see me with a stealth roll of a 20?
Stealth roll of a 20. One moment. No, no one saw you. All right. So that will take us on to the beginning of proper combat. Go. Okay. So as these threats are exchanged between Stavik and this hobgoblin, combat's going to begin, and the very first thing that's going to happen is the goblin entertainer is going to go first and is going to activate a buff for everyone in earshot. There we go. As it uses its Inspire Courage ability.
Bards, am I right?
I know, right?
Mhm.
Christ.
All right. So that is its turn, and that will take us on to a Goblin Brute.
Goblin Brute.
All right, so this Goblin Brute is going to make a stab at Stavik. This was the flat-footed Stavik, slightly lowered AC. And Stavik, you are going to be stabbed for 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
That will take us on to another Goblin Brute. This one is going to move up 5 feet, switching to a small short bow, firing it at Stavik and missing. Valentino, you're up at the window.
All right, I want to dramatically jump through the window. I was going to ask if it's open, but I don't think he gives a shit. He wants to break it.
Yeah, it is not open. So go ahead and make an acrobatics
You have
to
got it.
leap yourself through the window, and we'll see how that goes. Oh yeah,
Ooh.
very much so.
27.
Nice.
So Valentino, you burst through the window in a very spicy way. There you go. Crash. The glass flies in every direction as Valentino bursts in. If you'd
Throw
like
my
to make me
rapier.
a reflex save, just for the shards of glass,
You
I
got it.
imagine there's the
That's fair.
potential to slightly get cut up by them. No, you're fine.
That's a 19.
All right, you check
Jump
the
in,
you
yell,
check the window
"Surprise,
correctly,
bitch!"
and all right, you have a standard action left.
Do I have any more movement left?
You do not.
Okay, then let's stab this fucker that's in range of me.
You got it.
And do I get sneak attack? I guess I was hiding last round, so I would.
Yeah. This was definitely, this attack will be a sneak attack because
Sweet.
you came out of stealth as you did this.
That is a 22 to
Nice.
hit. I don't know what I roll for
22 to
sneak.
hit, and go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage.
I actually
and
don't know how
we'll
to
go
do
from
that.
there.
Because this is the first time I've had to do this as a rogue.
Yeah. So your sneak attack damage is
I found
currently
it.
2d6.
Oh, it doesn't roll any of that. Okay.
Yeah. Just roll 2d6. There you go.
There you go.
Nice.
10 more
All right.
damage.
Nice.
15 total damage. So you get in there with your sneak attack, and with trouble, you slay that goblin brute
Not
immediately.
all that much trouble.
All right.
Technical question.
Yes.
With any of the flanking, shouldn't he have been getting sneak attack bonuses on those two?
Yeah,
If
but
those
I wasn't
hit,
hitting.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only
Oh,
guy I
okay.
hit, I fucked up immediately, so it didn't matter.
Okay, I
Yeah.
understand now.
Mm-hmm. All right. That will take us on then to Stavik.
Let's do the point of my eyes and put the
Stavik
hobgoblin.
is. Ooh, since I don't. You're gonna power attack anyway,
Okay.
and single attack, and if it hits, I'm gonna cleave.
Okay.
Nope.
Go. So your first shot is a power attack against the goblin or the goblin brute?
Probably the gobbo in front of me.
The goblin in front of you. Okay,
Yep.
that's going to hit.
Yep.
You deal 13 points of damage, killing the goblin. Go ahead with your cleave attack versus the brute.
Sweet. Same power attack too.
It's the exact same roll. Yep.
Nice.
All right, 18 is going to hit. 12 points of damage is going to stagger the brute.
Hell yeah.
And that is everything, but you have a 5-foot step left if you choose to use it.
I choose that 5-foot step. Sure. Yep, he was standing there, so
There we go.
Yep.
All right,
It's 5-foot
Bastion's
step.
up. Bastion is going to move into the room with all haste and make a slash with his rapier, and he is going to miss.
Buddy.
All right, that'll take us on to a goblin. This one is going to hop off the chair he was on in an attempt to stop Valentino, and he is going to miss.
Futile effort.
All right, that's going to take us on to the Hobgoblin himself. He is going to take a 5-foot step to the south, and he's going to swing this great club down at Valentino. Valentino, this great club is going to strike you. I'm assuming a 26 hits. So
Just
this
barely.
thing is going to slap into you. It's a two-handed weapon, so it's got a lot of oomph behind it. Luckily, his grip was poor, and he rolls relatively low on his damage attempt. So he only hits you for 8 damage, taking you to badly injured.
Well, that's
Xander.
better than that.
Okay.
Xander, you're up.
Xander is going to look at the hobgoblin, and he's going to close his eyes and picture it behind his eyelids and activate his lore warden ability. So I'm going to make a knowledge check, which I believe is local for these guys.
Uh-huh.
And
Yep.
I'm going to get a bonus equal to my level. So that should be 3. And that is an 18.
Okay.
Is that a success?
It is a success for the goblins, if
Okay.
that's what you're going after.
Not a problem. So
Okay.
I might not know about these things, but I do now get a +2 to attacks against this guy and a +2 to AC.
Nice.
Nice.
As that finishes, he's going to open his eyes and he's going to pull something from his back. It is it seems to be a package, a long object that's been wrapped in black silk with golden edges, and he is going to pull at the ribbons on it. And as he does, the ribbons all fall off, and it reveals a large halberd.
Oh, yes.
He pulled out his long package in the middle of combat.
Mm-hmm,
I know, right? Mm.
All right.
Sometimes he does,
Xander.
and that will be my action.
You
for the
equip
turn.
your halberd, and that will take us on to Zu'lin.
Alrighty. Well, Zu'lin can't currently see what's going on, so he's going to first walk into the staircase area.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's see how far. Okay. Is this brute still alive, I assume?
That brute is currently staggered. It is
Staggered.
barely alive, standing there with 0 hit points.
Does staggered mean they get attacks of opportunity?
Yes,
They do. Okay.
they do. Yep.
Oh, what is this goblin that's on the bar? What do I see?
That is a goblin entertainer. He's standing there holding this kind of weird, kind of busted lute and playing a song talking about how he's going to smash the skulls of his enemies.
Hmm.
Okay. Is
It's a pretty standard goblin folk song.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. In that case, Zu'lin's going to. Oh man. How far away is that? How far am I able to shoot with my crossbow? Is that 30 feet?
Oh, your crossbow has incredible range.
I think
Oh,
it's
wonderful.
80.
Yeah, crossbows are
Yeah,
like 60 and then like 120 for the
Yeah,
long
so,
range.
so yours is a 80-foot range increment.
In
Oh,
that
yeah,
case,
more.
Zu'lin is going to look down. Obviously, there's 2 people in front of him, so he's having trouble trying to get it. So he just puts it on Bastion's shoulder, and he's going to
Which
try to
shoulder?
shoot Valentino
Mind the goblin arrows, man. That hurts.
with a healing syringe.
Okay.
There we are.
All right, that's going to do it. Easily hit. That is going to deliver a syringe bolt to Val.
Nice.
And go ahead with the healing. All right, Val, you get 4 HP back, taking you back to 8.
Getting shot up by both sides.
I mean, if you keep doing damage on one side and healing on the other, you'll be fine.
Exactly.
Is he like
Yeah.
a hot pocket?
Well,
Like he'll be
excuse me?
he'll be healed on the injured on the outside and healed on the inside.
Maybe.
We'll see. I
shall.
think Arzulan's just giving me the handicap that we all need for this to be, fair.
All right, so Zu'lin delivers a healing pot to Val from range, and that will take us on then to Louie.
Okay. So we're just kind of bunching in here, so that's what we're gonna do. He does. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. He does take a. He does take a second to stare at Xander's weapon.
Mhm.
for a moment before he moves. And I don't think I can hit anything from here. Oh, I guess it's not as far as I thought it was. Actually, I'm gonna hit the bard. Fuck that thing.
Okay, so the bard does have partial cover from you. So
Okay.
it's going to get a slight bonus to its AC, but you can go ahead and you can try either way. And since it was only a 5-foot step, you can rapid shot.
Would I have better success with the brute?
The brute would be an easier target
Okay.
because it's not partially concealed.
I
yeah.
haven't had much luck tonight, so I'm gonna go for the easier target, actually.
Okay.
Here we go. Just throw ice at him.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Louie, you conjure this ice up and you throw it at that brute, and both shots are going to land, dealing 4 points and 6 points of damage,
All right.
slaying that goblin brute with no problem.
Move ahead. Killed the bard. It'll reduce how well they're doing, I think.
All right.
Sorry.
And that'll take us on to round 2. And away we go. All right, the entertainer is going to reposition to the top of the bar and continue its song. It's also going to cast a spell. As it reaches this crescendo in the song, it is going to shriek and use ear-piercing scream against Stavik. Stavik, please make a fortitude save.
Question.
Uh-huh.
The one of the traits that I have, does that take an effect?
Not that I'm aware of, but I'll double check for you real quick.
Cool. Fortitude. Okay. Ba-doop. And what were the rolls for private GM only?
You just want to set it to blind if you want to
Okay.
roll it privately.
You got it.
Okay. Stavik, this wave of sound is going to strike you, and you can feel this like sound wave go through your body and just like break stuff as it goes through you.
Ow.
It seems pretty nasty. It's like this wall of like almost solid sound just smacks into you.
Okay.
And what it's going to do is about 4 points of sonic damage.
Oof.
So not a huge roll on its part, but it was enough that it's going to hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the entertainer's turn. That'll take us on to that's going to take us on to some more stuff. So over in the western part of the building, you hear a door open as a few more goblins are going to pour into the space. So it does appear that there were additional goblins over in the rooms to the west, and they're now showing up with the call of battle. Valentino, you're up.
I think you should
So-
move.
Fuck that.
Oh, fair enough.
I was gonna say, actually ask real quick out of character. These goblins showing up have changed things, but Skrewy, do you think that you could move behind this dude so that I could get flanking with him?
Yes.
I don't think there's any way you could get there without provoking a couple attacks, but I also think,
He has a
That's
really
probably
high
fine.
AC, though.
yeah, exactly. You're probably fine.
Probably.
Would you be down for that?
Yes.
Then I'll delay my turn till after Stavik.
So,
I realize
Stavik
it's kind of a pain since we have the same initiative.
Oh, it's fine. Stavik will see Valentino gesture to behind the hobgoblin.
Yeah, I
and
start to
he
like
will-
get ready for a strike and kind of nod at you.
He will also nod back and make his way. Actually, he is. What's my? Ooh, I take that back. I can only go 20 feet.
Yep. So you could
Gotta
end-
love that
if you were
heavy
to-
armor.
Yeah, if you were to go fully west, then you would end
Could
up.
I charge and get? It doesn't get extra feet. An extra bit of
You can charge and move up to twice your movement and then make an attack. So you could go that far and attack.
then
It
that
would
is what
also
we are going
provoke
to do.
2 attacks of opportunity to do that, though.
But he wouldn't. But
Well,
then
sorry, 3 actually. 3 attacks of opportunity.
1, 2,
Yeah,
1.
So one from the brute to the
2.
north, 1 from the goblin,
Okay.
and then 1 from the hobgoblin. If you were to end up there.
That's a lot.
So, I mean, you're welcome to make
Yeah,
that.
if
he
you don't
doesn't
want to
That's
risk
what you
it,
want.
then you don't need to.
And currently, I am out of heals. So
Okay, good to know.
Okay. Stavik will nod, get up to 20 feet, and getting around the
Are you gonna
stools. He kind of
slip behind him or not? Because if not, then I'll just do my
Mm.
turn first. We'll keep the order because it's already set that way.
No, you know what? Stavik said he would, and he's going to. So we're gonna
Okay.
chance this, folks.
Okay, so Valentino, you're delaying till after Stavik. Stavik,
Correct.
you are now up. You are going to charge. So I'm going to set charging
we go.
onto you.
Yep.
So go ahead and make your move. All right, we're going to stop you there. So before you make your
Yep.
roll, I'm going to resolve the attacks of opportunity.
Yep.
See what happens. Okay, that's not a good start. That's definitely not a good start. Okay. So the first thing that's going to happen is the goblin brute to your north is going to get a critical threat.
Okay.
That is not going to confirm by 2 points.
Ooh.
Which, luckily, he was not in a position to be flanking you at the time he made the attack. So, otherwise that would have hit. But anyway, that shot's going to
didn't know
land for
charge.
that shot's going to land for 6 points of piercing damage. So you are going to be struck a little bit for that, and then the hobgoblin is also going to land on his attack, and this is bludgeoning damage with his great club, and that is going to strike you for 12 points of bludgeoning damage, taking you to badly injured.
Tell me, question. My
Uh huh.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, sorry. Yep,
No
I was looking
worries.
at the wrong thing.
Okay.
Cool. So we are going to
that-
start.
Yeah. So now you can make your charge attack versus any of the targets adjacent to you.
If you attack the blue guy, you will get flanking.
Of course.
Mhm.
So we are going to, and I'm not going to power attack just because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get through. I don't know what his AC is. So he's probably a little bit more beefy, but
He
hopefully
does
we'll
appear to be more beefy. I'll say that. He definitely appears more beefy than the others. He's a bit more put together. His armor looks nicer. He seems to fight with a bit more discipline and knowledge.
About
He
twice
definitely
the
seems like a-
size.
He definitely seems like more of a competent opponent than a goblin.
cool beans. And Badoo. Hey, that is a shoot. I blind rolled that to you. I don't know what that was. Oh, there we go. 26.
A 26. All right. Excellent. So, Stavik, your 26 is going to strike this guy in the back, and you're going to do 6 points of slashing damage from that. So, you have struck this hobgoblin and left a mark on him.
I'm gonna cleave.
Nice.
Okay. You cannot also
Oh no, I
cleave on a
cannot cleave
charge.
because Yep.
Yeah.
Cannot cleave on a charge. Okay.
Okay. That'll take us on
Cool.
to Valentino. You are also flanking, so you'll get a sneak attack if you do manage to land the attack.
Beautiful.
Come on,
Let's try and
Val.
time for this guy to meet some trouble. I've got all that set up already. Come on, baby. That is not going to hit. That is a 9.
Dropping rocks.
Deuces.
Yikes. Dropping deuces
Humble
today.
strike.
All right. Well, Trouble is going to slice through the air and sadly not going to land. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Val?
Yeah, I want to move back and forth because they can't attack of opportunity. I want to taunt them for it.
You got it. All right, you shuffle back and forth with no problem. Let me make sure this guy doesn't have combat reflexes.
Sub 10 gang.
That would really be the hilarious thing if they had combat reflexes.
I mean, I'd,
All right.
I'd do my acrobatics if that were the case.
All right, so you move back and forth and taunt them. That's going to take us on to another goblin. The door opens to the northwest. Goblin enters the room, pulling out a bow and ending his turn. Bastion is up. Bastion, seeing that this is a rather rough situation for everyone involved, is going to move in into a flanking position with this goblin and Stavik and try to slash with his rapier. And he's also going to roll stones. He misses. Oh, boy.
All right, so two questions.
Uh-huh.
One, Zu'lin, you got any more of those bombs?
I got plenty of bombs, but
Cool.
how many of you are gonna die because of it?
Skrewy, how attached are you to Stavik?
Whoa. Okay, so we have the spice death system where
That's true.
we don't
That's true.
have to die.
That's true. I'm mostly being facetious, but I'm like, man, they have sure clumped themselves up here.
He will get fucked up immensely, though.
If it hits him.
You don't need an arm, right?
Yeah,
Right?
sword or shield, right? You can do without. You can just put them in one right hand, just like have a whole thing going.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Captain America, you just need a shield.
Sure, folks. We'll live. I think we will.
All right. So this goblin is going to try and attack Valentino. However, Valentino's new higher AC is impervious to goblins, apparently, and it's going to miss.
Hell yeah.
All right. That's going to take us on to the hobgoblin, who, seeing he's in a flanked position, is going to reposition himself to the northeast and swing at Stavik. All right, Stavik, that is a 24 to hit. And that is going to strike
Okay.
you for 10 points of damage. All right. Xander, you're up.
I am so far away. Okay, so Xander is going to
Get in there.
move 20 feet, and then he's going to move another 20 feet, and as a swift action, he's going to draw an object that appears to be a small, flat disc that is it's round with a flat surface, and it's got seemingly a golden circle inscribed on the middle of it. And that
Okay.
is it for now.
Okay. Zu'lin.
Alrighty. So Zu'lin is once again going to go through his pouch. He's going to load up his crossbow again, this time with a different colored syringe,
Okay.
and he's going to shoot Stavik
Okay.
with a shield
All right.
extract.
Got it. Okay, that's going to strike. So your shot lands, and Stavik is going to be affected by a shield buff.
Okay.
All right.
This is
That will increase Stavik's AC slightly by 2 points. And that is Zulin's turn. All right.
plus
Gabo.
4.
Oh, plus. I think it's not entirely stacking. I think he's got some other things that are increased. I think he already has a shield, so the shield AC buff.
Oh, he already has the shield?
Yeah, he carries a shield. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, this is a better buff than his shield gives him, so it still nets him some AC.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
But luckily, there's a door right there. Because,
All right. Coming in from
That's-
the west appears to be
Yeah, sorry,
another
dude.
goblin, followed by another one from the northwest. And then lastly, the door beside Stavik opens up and a goblin brute is standing there.
I'm so
That
glad
will
there's
take
a
us-
door there.
And that will take us to Louie.
Holy fucking hell. This is why we plan out this shit.
This is why we don't run into goblins.
Are you fucking kidding me, all of you? I'm going to aim for the bard and hit it with an ice blast.
You got it.
Blank shot.
Point blank shot, ice blast.
22 to hit, 5 damage.
22 to hit, 5 damage. That goblin entertainer is looking messed up now. Still standing, but messed up.
I'm sorry, I can't do more. Just be careful. And he's looking between Xander and Zu'lin.
All right, Goblin Entertainer's up. It's going to continue its performance, and it's also going to cast a spell. Louie, would you like to make a will save?
I would love to make a will save. Thank you very much.
Please make a will save, Louie.
What are the cards? 25.
Hey, the spell doesn't affect you.
Shit,
All right.
shit.
The goblin looks at Louie and plays a little more furiously and then begins cackling madly. And Louie, for a moment, you feel this weird urge to start laughing along with the goblin, but you manage to fight it off.
Sorry.
All right, goblin.
I'm not really a good laugher, so fuck you. You're gonna die.
Brute is up. It's going to swing at Stavik and maybe critically miss. Yes, critically miss.
Ooh! Yay!
Lucky.
Draws the kill all his friends card.
All right.
Yeah.
No, he draws the provoke attack of opportunity. So Stavik, if you'd like to swing at the goblin brute to your north for free, you're welcome to do so. Although-
Yes.
He's like, nah, I'm good.
All right. I'll take flanking off your character, but you still do get the charge bonus until the beginning of your turn. So you do get the +2 on this.
Spiffy.
Yeah. 14, however, is not enough to hit. So that's going to miss.
Damn.
Take us on to the next goblin brute. This one is also going to swing at you. And that's going to miss as well. Yeah, that high AC is paying off. All right, Stavik, you're up. That is going to drop your charging bonus. And you have a turn. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I probably have one turn.
You are in a precarious situation.
Yeah.
There is too much action economy around me to that I feel what does disengage yield? Like is it
Withdraw, I think, yeah?
Yeah, withdraw, that's the word I'm looking for. Withdraw.
Yeah, so withdraw works in that you can move up to twice your movement, and you will ignore the first movement that provokes attack of opportunity. So the first 5-foot movement will not provoke. So you can get out of that
those would
spot.
get you, but then like this guy would be able to.
But then everything after that would provoke as normal.
So if
So
I
you-
went here
that would-
to here,
Right.
Then
So
you'd
that would
provoke from this
provoke
guy here.
from the hobgoblin,
this
the
one,
goblin, and the brute in the doorway.
I think your best option, and I'm hesitant to help because I fucked you up last time with my suggestions, but I think
No,
that
it's
clearing out the
fine.
action economy with cleaves on the little guys is better than going for the big guy, because, like you said, the action economy is really scary right now. The Bastion and I can do big damage on one target, so as long as we can get flanking with him, then he should be okay. But we're all too low level for there to be any guarantees, so I don't can only help that much.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a hot
So
minute
moving
since
to-
you've been like this, huh?
There's one other thing that hasn't been suggested yet that I'm going to throw out here. I'm not saying this is what you should do, but I'm saying an option you do have is there is such a thing as total defense, which is to just concentrate on
That's true,
defending
yeah.
yourself for a turn, which will give you a +4 to your AC.
Oh wow, okay, that's actually pretty significant. Though.
well, that would bring me up to a significant amount.
Yeah, I'd bring you up to 32.
Then
Jesus.
so that would leave me that
You
would
could
put me
You
here.
could 5-foot step in total defense.
Okay, then I'm going to 5-foot step and total defense.
All right.
Because
Yeah, not trying to
I'm
play your character
fucked
for you. I'm
otherwise.
just let you know your options. That's all.
no, that I think is the best option.
All right. So that'll up your AC to 32 temporarily, and you're unable to make any other actions that turn. So that'll take us on to Val.
Shit. All right, that's fair. I'm not able to flank this dude now, though. I could try and get
I
this
don't think
little
that's the highest concern
Yeah.
you really should have
I know,
at the
it's not.
moment.
one. Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the highest concern I have at the moment. My AC is pretty good. What a bunch of goblins going to do to Valentino? I think I'm gonna do my acrobatics to try and hop past this little guy, and I guess we can clean the little ones up one at a time.
Sounds good. Take an acrobatics whenever you're ready.
That was a nat one.
That is a
Oh,
nat
for-
one, and that is
For
not
an
gonna be-
11.
Yeah, an
Oh.
11 is going to fail, so it's going to get an
Okay.
AOO. But go ahead and make your
Okay.
movement either way.
You ever
well,
miss Riz's like Fate Weaver points? I do.
I do.
Constantly.
I do. Very much so.
I'm also guessing a 22 hits you,
A 22
So-
just hits me.
so that's going to be 3 points of damage.
Ugh.
And
All
go
right.
ahead with your standard action.
I can still only move the half speed even though I failed the check. Is that correct?
Correct, because you're still
Okay.
trying to make an acrobatic movement.
That makes sense.
Also, Stavik is not currently providing flank because he's total defense.
Does that mean I don't get sneak damage?
Correct.
Okay. I would not have done any of the stuff I did if I had known that. Can
Okay. Yeah, let's take that back then. So just
Thank
click
you.
on yourself and hit Control Z. It'll undo your
I?
movement.
Yes.
And
Like
I'll
in Photoshop.
Yeah, and I'll give you this HP back. That's
I'll just five
definitely
step.
not right. Hold on. There we go.
All right, I'm gonna foot step over this way instead
Uh-huh.
and poke this gentleman with ace with trouble.
Fantastic.
In the
Kind of like a
deep.
Riz time skip.
Well, it was kind of like a Riz time skip.
Kind
Yeah.
of like a Riz
Yeah.
time skip, yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows what I'm capable of?
Yeah. So yeah. So if you're total defensing, you don't threaten anybody. You can't make AOs, but you're just solely concentrating on your own defense. Okay,
Well, that's 15 to
Valentino,
hit.
you slash in 15. That's not quite enough to hit a goblin. These guys are sneaky little bastards. They're dodgy. So
All right, you need to hold
quite
still
enough.
so I can stab you in the face. All right, you don't need to hold still. I'll stab you the other way. I'm just trying to make this as painful.
this goblin is up. It's going to try to fire a bow at Xander and misses.
Mm.
The next one up is Bastion. Bastion is going to move up 5 feet and make a full attack. 2-weapon fighting against the goblin next to him. One of his shots is going to hit and deal 7 damage, dropping that goblin.
Nice.
All right, that'll take us on to the hobgoblin. The hobgoblin is going to swing at Stavik. Get a 23 to hit and miss. Good stuff. Good
Gotta
stuff.
love that tall defense.
Gotta love that 32 AC right now. Yeah. All right.
Ah!
So yeah, he's definitely gonna. He was trying to go for the killing blow, but it's not meant to be. Xander, you're up.
Is it possible to 5-foot step diagonally here?
Onto the bar, no. You
Okay.
can. Yeah, to climb up on the bar, I'd either need an acrobatics or it'd be a move action.
I'll
Since it
try to
involves,
take
like,
care of the
kinda-
bard.
Since it involves sort of scrambling up onto the bar itself.
Okay, sure. In that case, Xander is going to take a 5-foot and he is going to make a concentration check to cast defensively.
Okay.
That is a 17.
What were you casting?
I was casting Burning Hands.
That succeeds.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Xander is going to reach his hand out, and as he does, there is a set of inscribed magic circles that appear. They're golden, with the outer one being not one unbroken line, but sections that are connected with curlicues at the end, and the inside is a runic pattern. They expand very briefly and then collapse on themselves immediately, and then burst into golden flame.
Wonderful. And
And-
what are the targets of your burning hand?
We are going to. Is it from a corner?
It is from your square.
From
So,
my square.
Basically, yeah, you would fire out from yourself. So you can do that, and you can rotate the template by using your mouse wheel.
Okay. In that case, I think it might have made more sense for me to do it back from the square I was in, because when I put it on myself, I can't actually target the guy directly in front of me for some reason. Because it seems to be only from corners of squares.
So like that would be a left shot that would hit everyone, including Stavik.
Okay.
If you were to fire it diagonally, it would hit those 3 guys. If you were to fire it north, it would hit there. So I guess the
Okay.
question is, what, whom are you trying to hit?
I was trying to get this guy in the right directly in front of me without hitting Stavik too, but it looks like that is not
okay.
possible.
That's going to be a tough one because yeah, all the cones are going to include Stavik in that direction. Even if you were to stay right where you were from originally from where you were standing,
Mhm.
that's what that cone would look like. So it'd be 15 feet out to your west, and it would still hit.
What if he
Stavik.
went south, one hand?
Then
Bastion.
that
If he
would
went south-
possibly provoke an AOE from the hobgoblin.
Oh no, no, no!
You-
From his original position.
Oh, I
go
see. So you're
south.
saying if he was here and then fires to the northwest?
Yes.
Yeah, that would hit the
And you get the what do you
entertainer.
call it?
Yeah, you'd hit the entertainer and the hobgoblin. If you were to do that, but that's your call. Wherever you want to fire
Okay.
this thing.
Okay. Since I was completely incorrect about how those cones would work, can I not cast that spell and do something else instead?
Absolutely. Just hit Control Z and reset your movement and
Cool.
go for it.
So that same magic circle inscribed in the larger magic circle is going to appear, but when it slams shut, he is going to look at this hobgoblin here, and he is going to say, "I curse you, so that your defenses will fail against us." And he is going to use one of his abilities.
Wonderful. All right.
I am going to execrate, or suppress rather. Here we go. So he needs to make a will save against me. That is a DC
Okay.
15 for him.
DC 15 will save. He is sadly going to pass.
It is
Gets
still
a-
going to affect him for 1 round.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. -2 penalty, you said, to his AC.
To his AC, indeed.
Okay. There you go. -2 penalty to his AC for 1 round. That will take us on to your move action, if you have one.
Yes, move action. He is going to take the disc that is in his hands, and he is going to crush it and throw it up in the air. As it does, it falls down in a rain of golden sparks around himself, and the tips of his hair and his clothing, the gold on it, are all going to flare gold as he casts a spell on himself.
Oh, fancy boy.
Mm-hmm.
The golden boy.
Indeed. And I'm going to activate that buff for myself. And that's it for me.
Okay. And that was also a standard action? I'm just curious.
Oh, you're right. That is a standard action. So I'll hold that for next turn.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, Goblin is up. This little guy is going to move up.
What about me?
Oh, I
I believe it's Zu'lin.
sorry. I
You
apologize.
skipped Zuzu?
I skipped Zuzu. I am terribly sorry. Zu'lin, give yourself a +1 to anything you do this round.
You got it. So
Hell
Zulin's going
yeah.
to walk past. All right. Anyways,
Sorry.
Zulin's going to walk past Louie and go to the side of Xander, and is in fact going to create another firebomb.
Mm-hmm.
And is going to toss it at the goblin brute that's behind the hobgoblin.
Wonderful. Right in the middle of that bunch.
Yep. Let's hope
All right.
that this hits.
Let's hope it doesn't. Let's hope it doesn't scatter south and kill Stavik.
Yep. We'll see.
We'll see. Hey.
Hey, that's pretty
Dead
good.
centered.
Hell yeah.
20. That's gonna land. Dirty to 20.
Beautiful.
Okay. So Zu'lin, you put in the admixtures in the bomb, you toss that thing. It's gonna smack that goblin brute right in the face. The jar bursts and explodes, doing 16 points of fire damage. So that goblin brute is going to be just immolated immediately, destroyed. Instantly. Yeah, there's a pathetic little screech as it dies. All the other goblins around it, including the hobgoblin leader, are all going to make a reflex save now. And we will see if any of them manage to pass. All right, hobgoblin leader fails,
Nice.
taking 6 points of splash damage. And all of the other ones, let's see.
Kill them all.
So one of the regular goblins saves and takes 3, and one of the brutes saves and takes 3. The other 2 both take 6. And they are pretty messed up after that explosion. Once again, choking the area with flames and smoke. And we move on to your swift action, if you have anything.
Nope, that's it.
All right, takes us on to Goblos.
Goblos.
Goblos. So,
Goblos.
is going to move on into the room. Try to
I don't
slash
think you want
at...
a goblo.
No, probably not. They have needle teeth.
Needle teeth.
Sharp teeth.
Sharp.
They have sharp teeth. I cannot stress enough how sharp their teeth are.
It's the danger that makes it exciting.
Yaculus does not get any that way.
Jesus.
No, Stavik's not about that. No.
All right. So this goblin moves up, tries to finish off Stavik, is unable to break his armor. That takes us on to the next of these goblins. This one is staggered. It's going to 5-foot step forward, and that's its entire turn. The goblin brute to the northwest of Stavik is going to try to stab him from the doorway, and that also misses. Takes us on to Louie. Louie, my boy, you are up.
That's
my
me.
good man. My fine sir.
I would like to attempt to kill the bard, please.
Do it.
With my bare hands.
With my
I would
bare
like
hands.
to kill the bard.
I
And
feel
will
that's a
rapid
quote.
shot. Just some
Okay.
more ice blasts. 24 and an 18 to hit.
24 and
Hell
18.
yeah.
Both shots land. 3 damage, followed by
Fuck
4
you.
damage. That is a dead bard.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. That should make it a little easier, hopefully.
All right. That is going
fuck.
to end their buff. So all these guys are going to lose their Inspire Courage. And that will take us on to a Goblin Brute, round 4. All right, this Goblin Brute is going to move into the room. Moving up to Xander. Xander, is your halberd a reach weapon?
It is not a reach weapon.
Okay. In that case, it's going to move up and is going to try to stab at Bastion and miss. Stavik, you're up. That is going to end your total defense. You can activate it again if you so choose, but that is your turn, or that brings us to your turn. So what would you like to do?
Okay. Goody. That is a great question. I've been thinking. I was hoping the action economy would be a little less. So at the moment, he is going to look to Val and say, I still need a moment to recover from the attack. I would think I would be better for the next one.
Of course.
And
Sending the
react-
row close is looking rough.
Not everyone can.
He's going to
fight
take a 5-foot
1,000
step
foes.
back
Okay.
onto the couch
Okay.
Sits down.
and sit down like
Shield.
Like, hold on a second, guys.
No, time out.
Louie's just standing
Damn
there.
it.
I'm honestly impressed with the fact that that's not me, to be honest.
I was imagining Stavik. He puts his feet on top of the couch and just like ducks behind the shield.
yes.
Oh
Pretty
my
much
God.
that's exactly how he is.
Alright.
He's freaking Captain America-ing it.
So
Is that what
yes,
Captain America does?
He does. When there's a grenade, he jumps up behind the shield.
Yep. So are you going to do anything else, or just 5-foot step south?
A 5-foot step total defense.
Total defense. All right. Here we go. There we are. Okay. That'll take us on to Valentino.
So if I successfully acrobatics pass, or like to avoid attack opportunity, can I go pass over enemies?
It is much harder to do that, but you can try.
How much harder?
They get a very large bonus to resist that. Yeah, moving through an opponent's space is pretty hard to do.
Well, I've got a pretty good fucking acrobatics, so I think I might be willing to try it anyway.
Okay. If it fails, it will provoke an AOO and stop you from passing through them. Just so you know.
All right.
All right. So where would you like to go?
I'd like to jump back here.
Okay, so passing through the Goblin Brute.
Yes.
All right, go ahead with your acrobatics.
All right. And I'm noticing it has not been adding my bonus from my trait, so I'm going to just do that myself.
Okay.
That was a pretty short roll. All right, cool, good. That was a 15 total.
A 15. That is not going to succeed, so that's going to end you
Okay.
there and
Mhm.
provoke an AOO from that goblin. Luckily, it
Alright.
doesn't provoke AOOs from everybody, just the one you're trying to pass.
Just the one I'm trying to jump past. Cool.
Because you weren't able to move far enough to provoke from anyone else.
Right.
So it's good that it failed there. Anyway, he's going to try to stab at you, and he is going to miss, actually quite badly. He critically misses. Look at that.
All right.
All right. The attack hits an ally within reach and is a critical threat.
So I'm like
Yeah.
stepping over Bastian's shoulder, trying to flip by, and this guy stabs at me, and I deflect the shot into his buddy.
Yeah. So he ends up stabbing the hobgoblin for 3 points of damage. So your failure has ended up injuring the enemy boss.
Yes. All right. Well, I'm gonna
Lovely.
take the Valentino
Let's go.
action of acting like that was on purpose, and
It's deliberate. Yep.
you see, my friend, you've stand no chance.
Nice shot,
I'm gonna give him
Valentino.
just-
All right. You have a standard action left.
Yes. So that will be a single attack. That is a 22 to hit.
22 to hit
Nice.
against the hobgoblin.
Yes.
That lands and does, I believe, quite almost max damage for you. 9
yeah,
points of
girl.
piercing damage
Let's
to
go.
the hobgoblin. He's looking badly injured.
While he's getting poked in the face by his guy, I stab him in the chest.
Yeah, he's getting stabbed from his own allies and from his enemies. It's a bad day to be a hobgoblin.
It's not
Right.
too late to give up.
All right, that'll take us on to the next of these goblins. This one's back here with a bow. It's going to fire at Xander and miss. Bastion's up. Bastion is going to full attack. 2 weapons against the goblin brute to his north. He's going to strike once for 4 points of damage and almost bring down that brute. They can get to near death.
Okay.
As he gets in there and the goblin parries his rapier attack, but his dagger gets in there, stabs him just a little bit. That's going to take us on to the hobgoblin. On his turn, he is going to attack Valentino. 22 to hit
God damn. All right.
for
The mage armor didn't save me.
for 7 points of damage. And after that, he is going to 5-foot step back.
It's my blood.
Take it to Xander.
Okay. I'm going to
He's
use
running
that
away.
burning hands now.
Hey, all right.
Good call.
Hell yeah!
Oh,
Okay.
oh. Okay, let's see. That's a 15-foot cone, right?
Burning 8.
So I'm yep, I'm gonna fire it that way
Okay.
so that it doesn't hit Valentino.
Now, if you'd like, just a little meta, but the goblin in front of you has already burned his AOO for the turn.
Oh, okay.
So
Sure.
if you were to use a move action to, say, move north 1 square,
Sure.
and then
I will do
fire
that.
to the west, you'd actually be able to hit more targets.
Certainly.
It's a little meta,
I,
but
I will use my action to do that. And let's see.
What really is the meta, though?
there you go.
Okay.
So that'll hit 4
He's,
targets.
he's gonna reach forward. Those circles are gonna appear, slam into each other, and then send out a cascade of flame.
Alrighty. Xander, you cast Burning Hands. Go ahead and drop that spell. Ooh. What? Look at the damage.
Oh,
Ooh, man.
You rolled a 12 on 3d4.
Perfect,
Damn,
perfect
You
damage.
dropped perfect damage. So
Look at pretty boy.
look at that.
That is the best
4.
burning hands I've ever fucking seen.
Same,
4,
actually.
4.
Same.
So you drop out 12 points of burning damage to your west. As you do that, they are all going to get a saving throw, however minor. Let's see here. And we have got ourselves not good rolls. All right, the hobgoblin rolls a nat 1 and fails, takes 12 points of damage. He's now near
Fuck
death.
that guy.
The next goblin is going to fail and take 12 damage, killing the goblin. The next goblin is going to
Move?
the guy
Oh,
here.
okay.
I've got lots of tokens that all have each other. The next one is going to pass and take 6 damage, but still die. The next one is going to pass and take 6 damage and be staggered. So put staggered on that one, and then that is all of them. So altogether, a rough time for the goblins there. Excellent shot with the burning hands.
It's got beautiful mileage out of a spell I usually write off as useless.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that'll take us on to Zu'lin. Zu'lin, you are in a position that you might be able to clean up this field. What would you like to do?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Well. Oh man. I'm gonna try to take out the goblin that's below the hobgoblin, the one
You
that's
got
right
it.
in the middle there.
Okay.
So once again, gonna prepare my components and I'm gonna throw out a firebomb.
Okay. And I'm assuming you want it to miss Valentino.
Correct.
Okay. right, an 11 is not going to strike, so we're going to roll some scatter dice. This could kill Stavik.
That would be so
And
funny.
Valentino.
Doesn't, and Valentino. That's true. Could kill them both. Yeah, they're both sitting at 1 HP. But I rolled a 1 on my scatter dice, so it's going to scatter to the northwest. So it only hits the enemies. And they are going to get some reflex saves here. And the Goblin Brute is going to take half damage from the splash. The Goblin is going to take full damage from the splash and die. Good
Where's
stuff
the Goblin Brute?
all around. There's the Goblin Brute in the doorway that you currently probably can't see, Stavik,
No, I cannot.
but I'll ping him there for you.
Also, I do notice
Thank
that it's not putting in my precise shot into my throw.
I'm not sure what you mean by your
You
precise
point blank
shot.
or
My point blank.
Point
Yes,
blank?
sorry.
Oh, okay. Let's see. When you make the bomb attack, just curious how the UI looks. When you go to make the bomb attack, just make sure you're checking point blank shot.
There is no check.
There
I literally click
is-
bomb and then it
There is on mine.
bomb out.
Not sure
on
what
mine.
to say. Okay.
Like literally, I click on bomb and it just goes.
we'll
to right
work on
the-
it during break, okay?
We'll check it on a break. Yep. Okay. All good. And that will take us. So that would be an additional +1 damage. So I'll take 1 more HP off of that Goblin Brute then
Hooray.
from the point blank. And Zu'lin, do you have a move action this round?
Nope. I think I'm good here.
Wonderful. Okay. In that case, we'll go on to that Goblin Brute that just got toasted. He's going to 5-foot step into the room and try and stab at Valentino and miss. Louie, bringing up the bottom of the order, is up.
I'm going to securely move behind Xander. And
He looks back at you briefly.
he shrugs. And he's going to attempt to get the biggin,
Mm-hmm.
the Habbo Gobble.
The Hobble Gobble.
Since it was a 5-foot step, can I use rapid shot?
You can, as long as where you're standing is like a valid space. I didn't. Did you climb up onto the bar?
I don't think Louie's much of a climber.
Okay. I'm just not clear, like, because it looks like you stood up on the bar, which would have been a move action.
Okay, then I'll hide behind
So-
Zu'lin. Fine.
Okay. There we go.
All right, go.
There, yeah, you can
24
rapid
to
shot
hit for
from
the first one, but it is a nat one for the second one.
there. Hey, all right. Well, the 24 to hit is going to land on a touch attack, so that's going to do 2 points of cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
The target is still near death, and the nat 1 is going to
Be a
confirm.
nat one, yep.
Yep, that confirms another fumble. So what we have got is your magic is going to fail slightly, and the bolt's going to hit him, but instead of doing ice damage, it's actually going to form a layer of ice around him, like it sort of spreads out, and actually is going to give him a bit of a bonus to his defense for a short time.
Sorry.
So you made him tougher.
Shit. Sorry.
Wieldies.
All right, round 5 begins. Goblin Brute's up and is going to try to stab at Bastion. It's going to miss. That takes us on to Stavik. Stavik, you're up. What would you like to do?
Stavik has recovered a little. Seeing the board is a little clearer, so he's not gonna have everything coming at him all at once. He is going to take a 5-foot step and turn off the buff on that.
There you go.
Sweet.
Total defense
and
ends.
Take a 5-foot step.
All right. I mean,
And
you are
he
still
is going
1
to-
hit point, so.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all you need. What kind of hero are you?
This one is badly injured. Oof. Okay, so yeah, we're fortune favors. Oh, so that's a previous group. We're we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it, and we're gonna single attack the Goblin Brute to the north.
It's good. Go ahead.
Come on, buddy.
All right. 16 is not going to land.
Damn.
swing at the air. That'll take us on to Valentino.
All right, Valentino is going to 5-foot step back onto this couch.
Okay.
And then I am going to point a finger gun at this guy, put my arm over my hand. I'm going to blast him with a magic missile.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah, let's
hell yeah.
go!
Yay!
It's like you knew he had 1 hit point left, and you're like, nah, fam, this guy's going down to my spell.
Yeah.
All right, magic
a
missile
nat
goes
20,
off.
is it?
It doesn't matter with magic
Doesn't
missile,
matter.
though.
There's no attack roll. All right, so you fire your magic missile. It streaks across the room, and it's going to strike this guy for 3 points of force damage. And as it strikes him square in the chest, and he's just winded. It's like his entire lungs just exit, and he just slumps to the ground backwards. He is
yeah.
on the ground and bleeding out.
Let's fucking go!
Well, my friend. But not well
Bastion
enough.
is up. He is going to full attack with his 2 weapons, and he's going to whiff both attacks. Xander, you're up.
Okay, let me just check something. Xander is going to move there.
Okay, that will provoke. Is that okay?
That is perfectly fine.
Alrighty. That is a 22 to hit for 3 points of damage.
Sure.
Alrighty. You're good to go.
Let's see. Can I... Let me try, and I would like to do another Burning Hands,
Okay.
but I want to make sure that it doesn't hit these guys. So
I think it might.
I think it might,
think
no
No, it's
matter
like
what.
there. Bastion and Stavik are definitely in range. Bastion's like, do it! Bring it on!
I love the pain!
No! No!
I can
I
dodge
like
it!
my cloak.
If Stavik passes his save, does he take half damage?
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
probably not worth it then, because that means he will go down no matter what.
Mhm.
Okay. So what I am going to do instead is I'm just going to swing at this next guy.
Okay. If you 5 foot to your west, you'd be in flanking with Bastion. And since you're standing on the bar, you get an additional
ground.
+1 for high ground.
Sure.
Oh.
Yep.
I will keep that in mind.
Especially since you're so short.
What? What do you... Valentino is the correct size.
Yes. You're all too big.
Yes.
All right. That is a 14, and sadly, that is not quite enough to hit. Is that with flanking?
Did that have flanking on it?
That did not have flanking
It
So
on
it'd be
it.
16.
And then did that also have the height bonus?
I believe it did have the height bonus.
It did have the height bonus.
Let me just double
Okay.
check. Yep.
All right. In that case, it is just barely a miss. So a 16 does not quite land against the brute, and that will take us on to Zu'lin.
All right, Zu'lin's going to back up, going to Louie's side. All right, he's going to grab out this metal object and is going to chuck it straight at this brute that's in between Bastion and Xander.
Wonderful.
Let's see how that goes.
Okay. Throwing stuff.
What we get? Oh, it's
That
14.
is a 14. That's
Goddamn.
not quite enough to hit.
Oof.
It was a good throw, but does not quite land. Anything else from Zu'lin?
Nope. That's the
right.
whole set.
Okay. Brute's up. He's going to try to stab at Stavik. It's going to miss. Louie, you're up.
All right. I am going to try to take care of the brute in front of Stavik, hopefully. Hopefully. Who knows? Anything can happen. Anything is possible. That's a 24 and a
Hey.
24 to hit.
All right. And this is, you said the one in front of Stavik?
Yes.
Wonderful. All right. That's 5 damage and 2 damage. Brute drops.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Lovely.
All right. That precise shot and touch AC is really useful for Louie.
I'm out.
All right. Brute's up. It's going to attack Bastion. That is going to hit Bastion for 4 points of damage with a little short sword. And Stavik is up.
How, not to be one, so he's gonna he'll look over to Louie, kind of give a wave, thank you,
Okay.
and then he sees that one. Well, there's just one left. Why not try?
Get killed by this one.
You attack yourself because you nat 1.
Oh my
God,
God.
fuck.
That would be
why,
something.
Why would you
Wouldn't it?
manifest that?
I mean, why would you step closer with 1 HP?
Yeah.
We all make choices.
I had multiple chances to not die in this fight. You've been like, nah, today's the day.
I mean, he hasn't died
No.
yet.
No, go for it, Stavik. You can't change your mind now. Come on.
It's too late to apologize.
Yeah, true. All right. Why not?
Crumples to dust.
Single attack, baby.
All right, 22 to hit.
22.
That is a strong hit. 5 points of damage is enough to kill the goblin. And that, my friends, ends combat. The final goblin drops in front of you. And this place is a total charnel house. It's been filled with goblin corpses. There's blood everywhere. Many of the goblins are still breathing, but they're all in various states of unwellness. You see this human with all of his teeth have been ripped out. He is very much dead on the ground. His neck is like at a really bad angle. And from where Xander is standing, you can see there's another dead human behind the bar. And as you kind of take stock of the situation and realize the amount of violence that has taken place here, that's where we're going to take our short break. So
Okay.
we'll be back real soon.
And we're back.
Hello, everybody.
And we're live.
What?
Goblins,
Wait,
please
you didn't say
stand a
this was
chance.
live? Oh, God. All right.
No, a
everybody.
lie.
We're live and not. I don't
Oh,
think we're live.
you're oh, okay. So we're not live. Good. Okay.
We're that too.
Oh shit. All right. Hey everybody, welcome back. So last time when we were before the break, the group managed to roll in here and turn a hostage situation into a slaughterhouse. Combat ends, and our boys are left to pick through the wreckage of the Traveler's Rest Inn.
What
Fuck.
time of day is it?
Fuck.
It's like 6 p.m.-ish.
Louie throws up in a plant.
We already have enough to clean up.
Fuck you. We don't have to clean up shit.
You're not going to clean up our mess. I feel like this is our mess.
We killed the goblins for someone. That's fucking good enough. We don't.
No,
I have no problem.
well,
Stacking
I
a few
disagree,
bodies.
Xander is going to start grabbing the bodies, starting with the chief, the king, and he's just going to start dragging them outside.
Okay. So the
Make-
hobgoblin you notice is still breathing,
Oh,
very shallowly, but still breathing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go around and take weapons away from any of the ones that are still breathing.
Sounds good.
Stavik is going to lean in very close and say, "Now, I will admit, I was."
The hobgoblin's unconscious.
Oh, he's unconscious. Okay,
Are you
never
just
mind.
like whispering to its unconscious body? Is that?
I think that's what's happening. Continue.
No,
if you want.
it didn't click.
Don't let
click
me
in my
stop
head
you.
that he was completely unconscious.
Yeah, all these blood spots are either unconscious or dead.
It's time up.
I'm going to check the hobgoblin.
Okay.
I'm going
the
to check to see if he
hobgoblin
has anything
is
fun.
Sure. Okay. In that case, you open up the hobgoblin and take a look at what he's carrying. He's carrying a great club. He also has a composite longbow strapped to his back. And then on his person, he's wearing a suit of chainmail. And on one of his fingers, he has this kind of dark silver ring.
I'm going
And
to
that's about all he
detect
has. Also a small amount of gold.
Could I make perhaps a spellcrafting check to see if that ring is magical?
Sure, absolutely. Do you have detect
knowledge
magic
arcana?
prepared?
Oh, I have detect magic as a cantrip, so I can just cast that.
Yeah, if it's prepared, then yeah, it's magical. So as long as you have detect magic and spellcraft, you can make the check to try to identify an item.
Okay. Then I will do that.
We'll make one as well.
Okay. In that case, you determine with detect magic that his great club, his ring, and his chainmail are all magical.
Oh, okay.
So we're starting with the ring, I believe you said?
Yes, that's a 15.
Okay. A 15, it is unclear what it is.
Okay.
I can probably help out with magic items if need
Of
be.
course. But I mean, I'll get it sooner or later, but if
Yeah.
you want to help.
Yep. I'm just. Let me see it.
Walk over this dead
Okay.
goblin corpse.
Is Louie wearing any armor?
14. That's really. Yes, he is.
Oh, okay.
14, Louis, is not enough to identify anything.
I'm sorry. I
sorry,
don't
Stavik.
have that spell prepared either, but I can do it tomorrow. It's just.
Xander is going to step forward, and he is going to draw a circle on his forehead that is going to glow gold, just like the inscribed magic circles from before. And then when he opens his eyes which are normally golden, and begin to suffuse a little bit of light as he casts Identify.
Wonderful. All right, go ahead and make a spellcraft with a +10 bonus.
Okay. I don't know why it's a template.
What?
Such a weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really strange.
We
Identify all of us.
High beams.
identify.
Okay, spellcraft plus
All
10.
right. So yeah, go ahead and make
Identifies as
3 spellcrafts, each of them with a +10 bonus.
Okay. There's number 1, 33.
Number 1 is a ring of protection +1.
Excellent. Number 2 is a 22.
That is a great club +1.
And number 3 is a 19.
Chainmail +1. All right, that on top of the masterwork composite longbow, and also on his person is 16 gold coins, and that is the entirety of his possessions.
Nice.
Maybe we can gather all these and sell it off. I mean, we might as well, right? We wake him up, even. We still don't want them to have these things.
Waking up.
We should kill them all.
I don't see any need for that. We've beaten them. Tie them up
Oh.
and find out what happened here.
You want them to get up just so that they can harm more people after they recover?
So first of all, we're tying them up. And second of all, why now? Why did they attack? Maybe there was a reason.
Because that's what they do.
Everyone is motivated by something.
Okay, probably killing people, taking things, claiming a land. Is it really that special, you think?
Why not yesterday?
I
Because-
believe these aren't
Or the day
mutually
before.
exclusive options. We can ask questions and kill them.
Of course.
Fine.
Beardy, do I find
Yes.
any milk behind the bar?
Any milk behind the bar?
Yeah. Yeah.
No. I'm afraid the
He's gonna
bar is not stocked with milk. You do find a dead
Milkless.
barkeeper. He appears to be in
Oh.
his mid-50s. He's a little overweight and balding, and
Any
it looks
milk?
like his throat has been bitten out.
Yeah, it's so great to let goblins live. Hooray.
Could someone toss me a tablecloth or something, please?
Louis, did you just try the door?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay. So, Louis, as you go up and try the door,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to set off a thing.
Okay.
So, you set off a trap
Mm-hmm.
that was attached to the door.
Yep.
And I'm going to go ahead and make a couple of rolls here.
Oh.
Ooh, Christ almighty. All right. That is nasty. So this, what's going to happen is these two like weapons, like short swords,
Mm-hmm.
have been wound up above the door,
Mm-hmm.
sort of out of sight, tucked up. And Louis, as you go to open the door is going to pop open.
Yeah.
And as you pop the door open, you hear like these two springs let
Mhm.
go. And these two
Yeah.
swords are going to swing down, kind of crossing each other like an X pattern across
Mhm.
the middle of the door. And they're going to catch you.
Mhm.
Both of them are, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to roll some damage because this is going to.
Do I have any saves, or is that it?
They make an attack roll, so it's
Okay.
it's a weapon. So there's no
Interesting.
save.
Okay.
All right, Louis, you are going to get struck across the shoulder and back
Uh-huh.
for 19 points of slashing damage.
Hasta la vista, baby.
So that's going to take you to -5.
Yeah.
Louis drops to the ground and begins bleeding out.
Xander is immediately going to run over. He is going to lift his hand. There is going to be 2 circles of glowing energy, and then he's going to slam his hand down into... Did he fall on his back or on his stomach?
Stomach.
He is going to slam his hand into Louis's back, and that golden light is going to pulse through Louis, and where there are slash marks, it's actually going to burst into flame. But the flames seem to lick away the wounds and not cause any damage.
Okay. And what are you casting?
I'm going to cast Cure Light Wounds.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
That is
All right, Louis,
5.
you are healed for 5 hit points, which is going to bring you back to consciousness.
Hell
You
yeah.
are now staggered. And Bastion has reached into his gear, and he's holding a small red potion to you. Here, drink this. It'll make you feel better.
Okay. He just moves his head forward a little bit. His hands are kind of clutching his chest and stomach.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you sip down the potion?
Yeah, if he's feeding it.
All right, you sip down the potion, and it's going to heal you for 7 HP, bringing you back to 7 hit points. You're no longer staggered.
Well, good
Yeah, I'll
news.
have to
The trap is
buy
gone.
another- Hey, good job, Louis. Clearing traps like a champ, huh?
Yeah, really great. Super awesome.
We'll just have to ask them the rest of the line.
I'm sorry.
Speaking of, Louis, as you opened the door, in the instant before you were struck in the back, you can see that Clara is standing there at the edge of the property, looking up toward the building, and she just watched you just take 2 swords to the back from this trap. So she's actually just also running up to see what's the matter.
Whoa. There may be more.
Oh my gosh! What? Oh gods! There's so much blood.
I'm sorry.
What happened?
Goblins happened.
Hey. You're all alive though. She
S-
steps to the door and
Some,
looks into the building more closely.
some more than
Seeing-
others.
Seeing at Zu'lin's feet is the man with all of his teeth busted out.
I'm currently opening up a goblin.
Okay. Zu'lin, you have your surgical tools out and you are currently opening up a goblin.
What I'd like to do
Zipping
is,
it.
yes, I'm trying to harvest the liver.
Okay. I will take a appropriate check for that. What would you like to do?
Let's see.
Do you
That'd
have
either
a-
be probably heal or survival, right? For extracting liver?
Yeah, either one would work actually. So I'll take either heal or survival.
Actually, I think they're both the same, so we'll do heal for that one.
You're a surgeon, sir. You're a surgeon.
Hell yeah.
You get in there and you're just with a really quick, just slap, lip, plop, bloop, and you just take that liver out like nothing.
And for the record, that is a nat 20.
Oh boy.
Give it a good
Hell
slap,
yeah.
like a
Yeah.
surgeon.
So Zu'lin, you just make incisions. You take these livers out. It's no problem. You can if you want to gather more than one, you're welcome to. There are a bunch of dead goblins there, and there's a bunch of dead goblins in the room to the east as well.
I will continue doing it until Valentino complains.
Okay. In that case, if you would like to gather the goblin livers,
Are you just
I'm
opening the
assuming
living
you are-
goblins?
are
I
you
mean, the one-
killing?
I think all
Are you-
these people are unconscious right now.
Many of them are
Yes.
dead. Some of them are unconscious. My question is, what are you doing with? Are you making any distinction between the slain ones and the living ones?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything with the hobgoblin.
Okay.
Oh, well then. alright.
In that case, if you'd like, you can collect up to 12 goblin livers, if that is what you're trying to collect.
Yes.
Wow.
I think Valentino will stop you after you've killed like 2 of them and be like, wait, are you just executing them?
I do believe the term is harvest.
I wouldn't say executing. I think they're mostly dying of natural causes after I leave.
Clara
Louie
is
gives a thumbs
standing-
up.
Oh shit.
That's
Clara is
possible.
standing in the doorway, just eyes wide, hands over her mouth,
I'm
just
sorry.
terrified.
Louis just puts his hand over her eyes. I don't think you should see this.
You should probably actually back up. There may be more traps.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
I think everybody should be more careful.
Bastion
Stavik,
puts-
after seeing Louie get skewered, he had his hand on the door handle to open the thing. Is like,
Maybe not.
Bastion puts an arm around Clara and kind of walks her to the south to get her out of there.
Oi, Bastion, you don't just touch ladies.
Hey, I'm just trying to help.
Stavik, my friend, could you move the remains of the people who used to reside here into one of the rooms?
I think that would be a very good idea. Could you toss me that? I see a pack next to that chair. Could you toss me the sleeping bag? I don't want Clara
Zoom.
there to see them.
Zu'lin will throw it, but it'll only get halfway.
It's okay.
Louie will
He's not
eventually
gonna want to
stand up.
flump the body over but he'll lift up the body, lay it on the bar, hop back up and over, take the knapsack or what have you, and roll the body up, toss it over the shoulder, and make his way. I'm gonna do a perception check down this hallway. I don't know if these fuckers decided to booch out the fucking hallway too.
I don't know. So yeah, well, you're welcome to make a perception check. Just make it blind.
You got it.
All right, Stavik, you peer to the west and you do not detect any traps, either in the doorways or the hallway. So anywhere you can see to your
Okay.
west, there doesn't appear to be any additional problems. But the
So
party
it
has
takes-
gathered up all of the goblin bodies, put them in a pile, and you still have the hobgoblin who is tenaciously clinging to life there beside Zu'lin, and you've moved the two human corpses into one of the bedrooms.
This bedroom that I'm currently in.
Okay, there you go. So they're in there.
Once
And
we've
then he
doffed this,
shuts the door.
okay.
What's up?
Once we've docked this hobgoblin's equipment, I'm gonna take my rope from my grappling hook and start tying him up.
You got it? Done and done.
And then I'd like to, if I can, check the rest of the doors and rooms for any traps.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, you're welcome to do that. If you'd like to make a perception check, go for it,
Yes.
and you can explore the rest of the
Blind.
space with no problem.
All right.
Once I am done harvesting, I would like to spend a minute at my alchemy station, and I'm going to brew up another extract of Cure Light Wounds,
Okay.
and I will use that on Stavik.
Okay.
Oh, what is this?
My check's all clear? Sorry.
Yeah, your check there is enough that you look around the building and you find there to be no other signs of goblin trap making in the area. Right.
Yeah, so just +4. This will
Oh, beautiful.
help ease the pain a little.
Yeah. So Zu'lin offers a cure light wounds potion to Stavik.
Oh no, I injected them
Oh, you injected him. Okay.
directly, not even no
This
crossbow.
is Xeno's character.
Oh,
This-
thank you.
That's too much consent.
Oh, thank you. In the future, please. A little warning.
If I give you a warning, it will cause you to most likely tense up any muscles, which would cause more pain in the future.
Thank you for your consideration.
Of course.
Just not related to anything at all. Just out of a just sheer unrelated question to Zu'lin. Could you just say high or low? Just pick one.
I will say hi. I'm trying towards shoulder kind of area.
Okay. Cool. All right.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
Miss, I'm really sorry you had to see that. Are you okay?
I don't understand. Can't even process this. They're gone. Everyone's gone. There was so much blood in there.
It was kind of like this when we got here. I'm sorry.
She just sits down. She just sits down on the ground. Just has her head in her hands rather.
Louie's gonna
Yes,
crouch down to be at eye level with her. Hey. It's okay. We're here to help you, okay? My name's Louie. I told you to wait with the butterfly, though. Why'd you come?
I guess I was curious, and I figured that if anybody came out, I could run away faster than they could chase me. But
Okay.
I
Well,
wasn't sure what to expect, and this was all worse than I imagined. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
he's making sure to use his body to block the direction of all the dead bodies and blood inside the room. Okay. I know it's really shocking right now. We're gonna figure this out, okay? What can I do for you?
This place was my home. I don't know what to do.
Who owned it? Did you?
No, I was an apprentice. I worked for Oscar, but he's dead. Oh gods, they're all dead.
He reaches forward and hesitantly touches her shoulder. It's okay. It's terrible, but I'm sorry. Do you want a hug?
She seems to be processing this in a way that, like, she's not crying. She's just sort of
In shock?
almost in disbelief.
Yeah.
Effectively, yeah. She's sort of just in disbelief of everything that's happened. And she looks at Louie and says, okay. Do you... Do you mind if I stick with you for a little bit? I don't really have anywhere else to go.
It's going to suggest just that.
Okay.
She nods. Bastion will chime up. Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah.
We'll get
Well,
you somewhere safe.
We'll get you to the nearest town, and it'll be fine. Okay.
What was the name of the city we're headed to?
You were headed to Luciana.
Luciana, right.
Yep.
Do you have any friends or family in Luciana?
I know some people there.
Okay.
I've been
where
there
we're
a few
headed.
times.
You travel with us, we will keep you safe.
Thank you. Thank you all. I don't have any way to repay you. I know there's... Well... No, I do know how to repay you. There's a cash box inside. You may as well take it.
Are you sure?
Nothing... It's better than to just leave it here.
Okay.
And I'd rather you all at least get something out of this.
Okay.
Consider it a fee for helping me, I guess.
Okay. Can someone grab that?
Also,
So-
while everyone was out there, I'd like to say my line of I'd like to perform 2 operations.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just don't touch the sides.
That sounds sketch as fuck.
You don't trust surgeons, Skrewy?
Oh, it depends on the surgeon.
You
Are
don't
you
trust
asserting?
Zu'lin?
Yeah, you think he's not licensed? The guy who wears a bird mask when he sleeps?
I have a mask specifically designed for boops.
Yeah. Silly straws.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for the lockbox.
Okay, Xander, you look around behind the bar, and were you not told to look for a lockbox here, you probably wouldn't have spotted it. It is very cleverly concealed. But knowing what to look for, you do find it wedged up between some other things. You pull it out, and you can hear coins jingling inside it as you move it to the top of the bar.
Okay.
You can flip the lid up, and inside is a number of coins. Most of it is copper and silver, but it amounts to about 125 gold coins total.
Okay. Xander is just going to carry it under his arm.
Okay.
I was going to leave money behind when I did this, but if we're literally taking the lockbox of their savings, I assume that I can probably just take some shit and nobody's going to really care. I'm going to replace my rope, grab some rations. If there's any adventuring gear still left around the adventuring gear store, might nab that up. I'll worry about the details later. Probably just talk with you about it after game.
Alrighty. So the party gathers up anything you need. You can get some basic traveling goods, adventuring supplies, anything that would be considered fairly mundane gear, as well as rations. Those can all be looted from the little merchant area on the east side of this place.
Is that an abacus?
Oh shit, we need one of those.
It's got a sextant.
There's a sextant there, yeah.
Louie's
Beautiful.
gonna look over at
Got-
Bastion for a second. Can I talk to you later, by the way?
Yeah, of course. What's up?
I wanted to say something to you.
Sure, alright. Do we need to, like, step away or something?
It's dumb, but
Yeah, let's go.
okay.
Hey, there's no time like the present.
I'll
Come on, bro.
be right back, miss. Jesus, we're just
sure, I'll be
leaving
here.
her?
But you said you wanted to talk.
I meant later.
I mean, why do something later when you can do it right now? What's bothering you?
I was just going to thank you
For what?
for helping me.
What's potion?
Yeah.
I mean, I expect you to pay me back. I mean, those things aren't cheap, you know? He gives you a smile.
Never mind. I take my thank you back.
Wow. All right.
Was the smile just kidding or just kidding? But maybe.
Dang.
The smile of haha, just kidding, and the smile of ha ha, pay me back.
Look, I just thought you did it out of goodwill. But I understand that it's not. So
I mean, it's a
good to know.
little of both. I mean, those things are kind of expensive, so it was the only one I had. But, I mean, I would have used it on you or anyone else in the group if they were hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back to the miss. Goodbye.
Oh, all right.
You're very kind, whatever.
He shrugs, walks back whistling.
Sorry about that, miss. I regret talking to him at all.
She nods, not quite understanding what you mean, but with that, is there anything else you guys need to do here at the Traveler's Rest?
Other than rest and then travel.
Okay. You do have a tied up hobgoblin.
Yes,
So,
we'll do.
Over the course of the night,
Yeah.
if you guys want to rest here, you can clear out some space and sleep in one of these bedrooms with, without too much trouble. It's not that hard to clear out the
Dead
various
bodies.
goblin damage. Yeah.
I think Valentino's not going to do that. Unless it looks like it's going to get rain, he's going to sleep on the roof.
Okay.
Louie will sleep in
Somewhere.
the cleanest bed he can find. Well, second cleanest. He'll probably give the cleanest one to this lady here who still hasn't given us her name.
I thought you introduced yourself immediately. Huh?
Oh, did
All right.
she?
She
I think
did.
So.
Did
Her
okay,
name's
cool.
Clara.
Gotcha.
Or Clara, depending on how you want to pronounce it.
Clara.
Clara.
Clara. All right, he'll sleep in the second cleanest bed if possible.
Okay. Well, some time passes, and the party is able to rest itself overnight. So I'll go ahead and push time forward to the following morning. So it is now the morning of March 20th.
It's the only other thing I'll do over the night is upgrade the how goblins restraints to chains. Just
That's
being
fair.
safe.
Yeah, that's fine. You have him chained up and set somewhere where he's not going to get away. And if everybody wants to rest over the night, go for it. Just go ahead and click the rest button on your characters and hit that. That'll give you back a little bit of hit points.
Okay.
It'll also remove some of the stat damage off of Valentino. And that'll push us on to the next morning.
During or before sleeping, Zu'lin would like to set up his alchemy station inside the facility, and would like to try to condense down the livers into albumin and put those into some syringes.
Wonderful. I will take a craft alchemy check for that.
You got it. Ooh, that's a nat 1.
Okay.
God damn.
So you had 12 of those goblin livers. You're able to reduce them down, but one of the beakers in your set turned out that it took a bit of damage that you didn't expect, and the beaker is going to rupture in the middle of the process, and you're going to lose a great deal of the almost refined product. You're able to recover enough to create 1 dose.
Unfortunate. All right.
So yeah, if you would like to add into your character sheet 1 dose of albumin, there you go.
Thank you. And that'll be it for Zu'lin then.
Okay.
Louie's gonna grab Xander early in the morning.
Okay.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Do you actually think it's a really good idea for her to be traveling with us?
I think it's a terrible idea.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what else to do with her, but the road isn't safe.
I think she's more in danger from us than she is from the road, honestly.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to trigger that trap. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to apologize for. The
Then-
only one you hurt was yourself.
Then you mean the other thing?
I feel like there have been several decisions that have been questionable, just in general,
Okay.
with the group. But yes, I do mean the other thing.
How do we keep her safe?
Perhaps it's just not possible.
Don't say that.
Well, for starters, we could ask the king, as it were, some questions about whether there are others, potential reinforcements, why they came to this place in the first place. And based on that, we could perhaps make a decision.
Okay. Thank you for sounding sane.
You're welcome.
Okay. Should we talk to the king then? Get everyone in mosey on down to that conversation?
I suppose so, if everyone is awake.
I don't know, I wake up early.
Me too.
Well, yeah. Anyways,
Works.
He's up.
Good morning, Valentino.
Our prisoner is awake. We should probably talk to him before he gets any funny ideas.
Okay. Sounds good.
In spite of just declaring that he's awake, I'm gonna give him a little pat in the face.
He's already looking at you as you do that.
Mhm, yeah. Hey, all right. What's your name?
My group called me King Mortimax.
Mortimax. All right.
What was
Let's
your
get some
tribe
answer.
name?
Well, wasn't originally my tribe. I took it.
As
They
goblins.
were called the
do.
They were called the Split Tongues.
That one's a pretty good one.
They were all right. A little unruly.
I mean, they weren't good enough to stop us, but then again, few are.
You got lucky.
And we will stay lucky, my friend. Now, why were you here, is the question. Why now? Surely your tribe was not located far.
Because we could be. We took it because it was weak.
And it
Wasn't
wasn't
well
the week
defended.
yesterday or the day before?
Tribe wasn't run by me yesterday or the day before.
Ah, I see. The first act isn't king.
He smiles, his blood-caked mouth and teeth.
Who succeeds you?
Who'd I kill?
Who comes next when you die?
Hell if I know. Whole tribe could be dead for all I care.
Typical.
I am not the type of person to execute someone simply because they are this or that species. But fallen monarchs, I'm gonna slash his throat.
All right. With a quick slash of your throat, the hobgoblin is slain.
I saw the hand right as I said that. I'm sorry, Keni.
Oh no, Louie was saying that he would be willing to just kill him based on his race.
Oh my god.
It's like, I'll kill him because he's got blue skin. Fuck him.
No, it's because he's a gobbo. Hobgobbo, but still.
Habbo Gabbo.
Did you mean that about the whole monarchy thing?
Well, not so much that they have fallen, but yes, monarchs that don't care about their people are no real kings.
Or queens?
You have to. Well, he was calling himself a king. I was. Yeah,
Right,
you're
right. Sorry, I just wanted to be inclusive.
Yes, yeah.
Xander just looks at Valentino.
And marrying me again, huh?
It's hard not to.
I get that a lot, but thank you.
Hmm. He's going to grab Mortimax by the leg and just start dragging him out.
All right. You drag the hobgoblin out of the building.
I appreciate what you said, Valentino.
You do.
I do.
Well, I stand by it.
I was wrong about you. I think. I mean, I don't really know you, but,
There are a few who do.
okay. That was creepy. Yeah.
It's true. I'm a man of many secrets and mysteries.
Oh, I believe you.
But I'm glad I could have made a good impression.
For now. I mean, everyone has the potential to ruin that.
That's true.
However, if you'd like, I have written Valentino is cool in my notebook, if that brightens your day.
Seems that you're taking very accurate and factual notes. Very wise of you.
And some other stuff, but I don't think you need to know that.
You can keep your mysteries as well.
I suppose we're all men of mysteries.
In our own way.
I mean, anyone who wears a cloak obviously has all the mysteries. and he mouths he mouths the letters to Stavik.
But this is true. But the scarf is more than a air of mystery. It is a symbol.
I noticed you have many symbols.
It's true. There's a lot of things to say about oneself.
Why are you fond of them?
The gods,
Yeah.
they've given us everything we have. And they're the only ones we got. Might as well be on our side.
Okay. I don't agree with you. I apologize.
Interesting. You perhaps see the gods as fallen monarchs too.
Something like that.
There are those who do. And I understand.
I
Sometimes it doesn't
think
feel like they keep their sight of the bargain.
very much so.
But then again, sometimes neither do we. And that the admission of any amount of fault, Valentino is going to take his exit.
Valentino, as you step outside,
Another
you
trap.
see you see Xander standing there, and beyond them, you can see Bastion and Clara in the road. And Bastion is currently telling some kind of story to Clara, and is actually getting her to laugh.
Ooh, you better move fast, my guy. Alright, we ready to go?
I think so. Has anyone seen Stavik? And Zu'lin.
Zu'lin's in there. He's gonna say, pointing to the first area we entered.
Oh.
You see Zu'lin gathering some stuff from the equipment stand.
Mm-hmm.
Zu'lin, we're
We'll go.
leaving soon.
Oh, have you already talked to the hobgoblin?
We have. He had very little of use to say.
So has his fate been decided?
Very much so. It is his life or his soul is in the hands of the gods now.
Did you by any chance have time to ask him if any of their organs are rich in any specific chemicals?
That did not come up.
Shame.
He was very withholding of that information.
I can understand that sentiment. And Zoom will finish up putting some. I assume that there's probably lantern oil in here.
Yeah, there's oil. Yep.
He's going to be putting that with his cart.
Wonderful.
Take one of these bags and shove the whole fucking bakery into this thing. Valentino is still a halfling after all.
You got it. You nab a whole bunch of bread for the road.
Also, I'll grab some rope as well, just because
Delicious bread.
rope is
That's
the
fine.
most important thing to have.
I mean, rope.
Yeah, feel free to add it to your character sheet. It is freely available here.
Wonderful.
All right, Stavik, as you head outside, you can see Louie, Xander, Val, Zu'lin. They're all gathering up at the front of the building, and you can see Bastion and Clara in the road there. Bastion's telling some story about how he fell off a cliff one time. It's a whole thing. It keeps like one-upping itself in his in the overall insanity of the story, because it starts as like him tripping and falling off a cliff, and then it becomes a bear attack, and then it becomes like a mountain cat attack. It's the whole
Well,
thing.
You have
I don't-
survived a lot.
Do we want to try to lock this place up?
For
Maybe
what
open the
reasons?
bars, the doors.
Clara turns and
You
looks at
know-
the building and says, "There's no point. I mean, if someone can get some use out of this stuff, they may as well."
Well, we might as well close up the doors so if somebody wants to, I don't know, set up shop here. At least it'll be ready for
Then
them.
close them.
By the way, friends, how's everyone feeling today? I can offer some slight healing.
Stavik's looking a little rickety.
Oh, it's fine.
Clara
Nothing but a
walks up.
good bit of rest will be fine.
Clara walks up to Louie, standing next to him. Is it okay if I walk with you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine. Of course. Are you okay?
Yeah,
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. You seem like you could use the company.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. That's so kind of you.
Can I sense motive that?
Yes.
Me or
Yes,
her?
absolutely. Both of you.
Not.
Both
okay.
of them.
Blind.
Xander, you're not sure, but you're pretty sure that is likely not what she meant.
Yeah.
But you don't know exactly what she meant, but it probably wasn't
Sure.
what she said.
You can walk beside me. Sometimes I like reading books. Is that going to be an issue?
Oh. Do you mind reading out loud?
No, that's fine. I can do that. Yeah, of course.
I just imagine
gonna
Louie being the
put-
type of person who reads completely monotone out loud too.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna
Just
put
like
the anatomy
February
so dry.
13th.
Such a dry reader.
I have a book about a knight.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Okay. Give me a second and all right.
What's the knight's name?
Caraway.
Okay, it's not where I was going. I didn't think it would be. The chances were almost not.
All right. So you break out your book and you begin walking down the road, reading your story out loud as the group leaves the Traveler's Rest and returns to the map of Burgos.
I'm just holding up this vial. If anyone wants to drink any healing potion.
I mean, I'm feeling fine, but it would be hard to digest that arrowhead a little bit more.
That'll be 6 points of healing for you.
Thank you.
Nice.
Does anyone else take? No?
Louie would take it.
It's not exactly fantastic tasting. God, I have just trash.
Aw.
That's a 4 for healing.
6 was pretty good for me.
That's good.
So,
And I rolled an 11 once, but I've rolled 3 4s.
oof.
I have to be better at alchemy, guys.
It's true.
It takes time.
No, you'd be
Moo-
better at.
Who's pretty bad at it at first. God, the bombs.
Mutagens.
I never used mutagens as Moo. The only time it happened was when Beardy used it when controlling them.
Yeah. I want to say it's because you forgot it was a thing.
No, it's not. I just didn't like the idea of it.
Okay. That's fair.
I just like the word mutagen.
Sounds
It's
gross.
fun.
Also, I would like to add, I don't know if anyone looks at their wounds after they've been healed by Zu'lin or not.
Mm-hmm.
Have any?
Of course, you
Have
gotta
anyone?
inspect it. Make sure it left a cool scar.
Is 100% a scar, in fact.
Oh, Louie.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Damn it. He's already so scarred. Why did you do this to him? Okay.
Does
Like,
it have a
like
specific
the.
form to it?
Oh no, it just doesn't look like flat skin. It looks like it's a bit different.
Yeah.
Like
Kinda
same
scar tissue.
color.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting on Louis because part of his wounds were healed by Xander and the potion. The parts that were healed by Xander healed over completely with no scar. So it's going to be like a scar that like ends suddenly.
On his back. But he doesn't
On
know
his
that's
back.
there.
Yep,
He doesn't know it happened either.
I know.
Well, Clara will be happy to finish them if you want them to look more cohesive, I'm sure.
What?
Don't worry about it. Anyway,
Well, so the party continues down the road, and as you do, already kind of tired from the series of interruptions on the journey to Luciana, you make your way to the south, and ahead of you sits the small town of Becares. It fully comes into view, and Bastion's expression lights up. And with a big grin, he turns to the group and kind of will nudge Louie. Bro, I stopped here for a few days before. There's actually a decent tavern in this place. The Crusty Churn. They make these things here called whip cakes. You gotta try them.
Cake?
Yeah.
Cake.
They call them whip cakes.
That sounds
'Cause,
fucking
like,
awesome.
Yeah, what they do is like they get this like sweet cream, right? So they like whip up this cream and they put sugar in it, and then they put that on top of like this really dense like brown sugar cake. Oh my gosh, like they'll melt. Like they're so good.
Where the fuck is this place?
We're
It's right
next
here,
to it.
Picares. We're right next to it. Like
No, I mean,
you guys
where
don't
in the
mind if
town?
we like. So it's been about a day's travel, so it would make sense to stop here for the night at the very least.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Oh, sweet. If anyone has knowledge local, you're welcome to roll it to learn a little bit about this town.
Oh.
That is a
think I do.
26.
A 26. Wonderful.
All right.
I do not have it.
Ooh,
Excellent
14.
What?
Okay. So
Oh wait, no, I was a 22.
you got a 22.
I'm sorry.
Where'd the 14 come from?
Oh, it was a spellcraft check from before. It just
Oh, I see. Okay. Anyways, so Louie, you know that this town is largely known for its agriculture. It is a farming town at its core, but it doesn't have a whole lot to claim to fame here.
Mhm.
It's pretty much a forgettable stopover on the road to Luciana. It's not even a very big town to begin with, but it does have a couple of decent places to spend the night. Now, Xander, your knowledge on this is a little bit deeper, and you've read a few different books, and some of them mention this place in some older texts. So you actually know a slight bit more than that. And that is that you know that this town was founded about 6 generations ago as a collaboration between Edenite druids and local farmers. They founded this place as a joint place to basically culturally exchange and learn from one another, and to sort of teach farmers proper balancing practices when it comes to how best to get how best to farm while also not damaging the world around them.
Sure.
So it was sort of a collaboration that founded it. That was about, like I said, about 6 generations ago.
Perfect.
You know that the area beside the town, a place known as the Beckwood, is largely considered a cursed and taboo place to travel. It's unclear why, but maybe you could ask the locals.
Probably
Anyway.
because it's fucking cursed.
Probably because it's cursed. Anyway,
I say we go there.
Welcome to Becares.
If it's the reason it's fucking weavers, I swear to God.
If I don't throw weavers at a low-level party, I'm doing my job wrong. It's that simple. So your group is on the main road coming into town, and the town itself appears relatively small. There's a large temple in the center of the town that looks really old, but also kind of run down. And as you enter the place, you see in the green in front of the old temple stands a gathering of townsfolk. They appear to be arguing. As you approach, you can begin to make out their words. And what if it comes for people next? I mean, it took a horse this time. It could easily take one of the children. Yeah, but we need to find this thing and kill it before it takes more from us. Won't someone please think of the children?
All right, Don here
Shit.
can't fucking control himself.
Louie's going with Valentino. He just looks like he hates this situation. Fuck. Shit.
My friends, you need not fear any longer. Your savior has arrived.
It's Valentino.
The
Yes.
townsfolk turn to look at you all. and say, "Who are you?"
Well, I am, of course, the great, the one and only Valentino.
We don't actually have a group name. Sorry, that's irrelevant.
It is something to think of.
All right. So Valentino and company. What can you do?
I like the sound of that. That's a good
No,
one.
absolutely
Don't-
not. I veto it. If I'm
No.
going to be traveling with you, I'm not going to be called that.
Xander is gonna pipe up. I'm an investigator.
Oh, all right. Well, you're welcome to investigate all you like, but unless you're here to kill the beast of Picares, I don't know how you're going to be of much help.
What?
Oh, this beast of Vicaris.
What is it?
We don't really know exactly, but it's shown up 3 times now, and each time it's taken something from the farms. And each time it's taken something bigger. And, well, frankly, we're worried that the next time it could take a person, or 2, or the whole town.
That seems exactly like the thing that you would want to investigate first.
Has anyone seen it?
Well, I mean, it's all over at the Arroyo farm, north of town. That's actually that's the place that's been hit each time. But I mean, if that beast could come to town next. The Arroyo farm is just right over there.
Understood.
Oh, there's a bounty. Tell them about the bounty. Yeah, there's a bounty. The elder Arcania, she put a bounty out.
Great.
Of course. You can tell your elder to have that bounty ready for when Valentino returns with the head of this beast.
Yeah, you're great. The townsfolk kind of look around and they seem quite relieved that someone else is willing to solve their problems for them. And they kind of nod at each other, thinking that, hey, maybe they're not all going to die from this beast.
Let's give me attention.
Clara, I feel like you shouldn't be around us while we're investigating this.
Oh. You think that the beast could be dangerous to me?
I
Like,
just don't want you to
specifically?
get hurt.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, you'll all be here to protect me, right? Or,
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if
Our
you think it's
protection is
best,
a
I can
shield and vulnerability.
I can stay here. I mean, what was that place called? The Crusty Udder? No, the Crusty Churn. It's right
Is-
over there.
Louie kind of looks like he's about to nudge Bro and then just stops, like, right before that. Is that safe for her?
What, the whip cakes? I mean, they're
No,
really addictive.
The
Like,
tavern.
maybe.
Is a tavern safe for a girl?
Why would a tavern not be
Why would a
safe for
tavern be
girl?
unsafe for someone? I mean, like, okay. That previous tavern was kind of an exception. There were goblins. It was really kind of fucked up. But, like, taverns in general are pretty decent places.
Yeah,
She's.
especially if you enjoy a good display.
He lowers his voice. She's a woman.
And
And what are you trying to say, bro?
I don't want anyone to prey on her, especially if she's
I mean,
not chaperoned.
All right, I'll go with her. Jeez.
No,
Hey,
I
just-
don't trust you.
Oh,
Wow. All right. So you just want the whip cakes to yourself. I
I-
see how it is. You think that you're going to eat every whip cake in this town. Well, you're wrong.
Bro, are you
I'm going to
not
eat those
some-
whip cakes.
Are you not an accomplished taker of things? An acquirer? I would think in your line of work, being not trusted is a compliment, a sign
I
of
mean,
good work.
Look, it's a little bit of a compliment, but at the same time, like, I don't know exactly what bro here is implying by
I'm
saying
not your
that
bro,
I'm not trusted.
for one thing.
I thought you were bro.
I mean, yeah, but like, I'm bro, and then like, if I'm talking to somebody, like, they're my bro too. But anyway,
Oh,
so
that's
like,
fair.
point is, what are you saying? Do you saying that like I can't be trusted around somebody?
I don't really.
That's. I mean, and here I thought I was being nice. Like, I even fed you a healing potion.
Yeah, that you
Jeez.
expect me to pay back. Gee, thanks.
They're like expensive. One of those is like 50 gold.
I don't.
That's a lot of money.
I don't
had to
have
save up
that.
for
I
that.
can be. I can assure you. Anyways,
and
maybe you should have just let me die.
now who's being mean, huh?
Is that mean?
It's you. Yeah, it's pretty mean to be like, hey, let me die, because I can't have the money to pay you back. I think it's kind of mean.
Well, that's how most healthcare works.
I don't know where you've been, but it sucks.
For real though.
Real talk.
So hey, I'm gonna go to the Krusty Churn, and I'm gonna get a whip cake before we go to a farm or some shit, because it's really good.
Oh yeah,
So-
we need to power up.
Yeah, we like get
Let's
some
do
sugar,
this.
right?
Yeah.
All right,
I
Come
want
on,
one
Val.
too.
let's go.
You want me to bring you one?
Or you didn't want to wait here and not go to the
I'll
churn?
come with the fucking.
Let's go then.
Let's do this.
He
He's, like,
begrudgingly
walking backwards.
follows. But we're only
The
getting
party-
one, and then we're leaving for the farm.
You say that now, but you haven't tasted them yet.
I call bullshit. I don't think they're as nice and tasty as you say they are.
So your group heads into the Krusty Churn, which is a local tavern and eatery. And much to the prophesied whip cakes, there is in fact a whole counter of them that has glass on the front. And inside are these little round cakes about the size of a large hockey puck. And they're covered with these generous dollops of cream that are added to them on order. So as you order the cake, they scoop a big bit of cream out of a vessel nearby, splat that on top, and then hand them to you. Each one weighs about 8 ounces.
Louie is going to crouch down in front of this glass case, and I think probably the biggest smile anyone so far has seen on his face is going to appear as he's looking at them.
Bro
I've heard
orders
about
2.
stores like these. There were little bakeries that I've heard about before that had like rows and rows of stuff like this. Oh, this is so pretty.
So as you're examining these and watching them, Bro will squat down next to you and just kind of hold one of these out in front of him. Or out in front of you, rather. Offering it to you.
Thank you. Louie will take it. Do I need a fork
You-
to eat this?
Fork? What are you, a noble? Just eat it.
I'm not a
And he starts
barbarian
just, like,
either.
he just shoves about half of it in his mouth, getting cream like all over his
You're
lips and
not
nose.
even savoring it.
Oh, trust me, I am.
Okay. He's going to slowly put it up to his lips and bite.
Yeah, it's a delicious like brown sugar or like molasses style cake. It's very dense. It has a wonderful like granulation to it, so like the texture, it's like nice and
crunchy?
almost crunchy. It's a soft cake, but it has granulation texture in it, so it's like
Crispy.
the inside of it is kind of like chewy and crunchy in like a really satisfying way. The outside is a little crumbly. That's maybe the only negative thing you could say is the whole cake itself is a little on the crumbly side, but the density of the kind of sugar molasses structure inside kind of holds the core of it together pretty well, but the outer crust is a little crumbly off of it. But the cream is a wonderful like light whip to it, and it really ends up kind of being a wonderful foil to the dense flavor of the cake. So kind of have the airy whipness to the top of it, and it turns out to be a very refreshing little treat.
Valentino, what do you think of this?
How much do these run us? I was gonna ask.
Each one costs 2 copper.
2 copper. I am double fisting these fuckers. Oh, fuck. Listen.
You have cream all over your face.
Oh, this is just like home.
Yeah, Val, they're not quite on the tier of like what
Not
you would consider
halfling
a
good.
halfling bakery to be.
Yeah.
But as far as human lands go, this is a pretty decent approach.
Oh,
This is like 80% of a halfling bakery.
Oh, I was not expecting something this nice.
They're really good. Bro, you have some on your nose. I mean, Bastion.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Delicious. Oh, we are getting a bunch of these to go, by the way. Like,
We should get
we're
them
not
after
leaving
we
this town
finish
without-
the job, though.
Yeah. We gotta like kill a beast thing first.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can you have 50
ahead.
of these ready for us when we get back?
the owner of the churn says that they'll begin prepping them immediately.
Alright,
Thank you. Do you
So I
think
guess my
those are
question
gonna
is,
keep?
does Zu'lin, Stavik, or Xander partake in this?
Zu'lin will grab one, but he will be very delicately using his scalpel to cut it apart and
Is
put
this-
it in underneath.
Is this the same scalpel that you used to remove the livers from the goblins?
I wiped
You
it on my
clean it.
apron.
Beautiful. That's the answer I was hoping for.
Nasty boy.
Xander is going to examine them really closely behind the glass case, but he doesn't seem interested.
Okay. Right.
This is the best day I've
Stavik
had in a
will
while.
have Stavik will have gotten one, and he will hold on to it.
Okay.
Clara, what do
Okay.
you think?
Oh my gosh, these are. I mean, I've been here before. Like, I like this place. Like, it's pretty close to where I grew up.
Makes sense.
But I mean, these are kind of like the talk of the town in most of the time. So I'm a big fan. Thank you, by the way.
Of course.
And she'll nosh it down.
Do you think we can get this bounty just paid directly in whipcakes?
We. Louie pauses and considers it for a moment.
Although delicious, these will not pay for my supplies.
Yes, and
Oh.
then we have to consider space, I suppose.
We can
They also
still
won't
buy
last
some.
very long.
It's true.
They
They'll
don't need
keep-
to, my friend.
They dry out pretty fast, and then like the whip on the top, like it just melts off of it after a little bit. So
Oh.
like you got to get them like.
So we have to eat all of them immediately, is what they're saying.
I don't think I can
Yeah.
eat that many at once.
I believe in you.
You do not
I
want to
believe
see
in
what
you.
happens to my stomach if I eat too much.
It's all like distended and shit.
Are they lactose? Oh, they're not. Are
I don't
they
know, you-
lactose intolerant?
He drinks milk.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
right.
do
okay,
like
so no.
99% of people who are
That's
lactose
gonna
intolerant.
true. I'm
Means nothing.
sorry.
Yeah.
Just means you got the smelly farts.
I don't know if he would know that.
He's like, oh, I got milk farts. And I'm like, you got what? Look, that's not a thing.
No, it's not like it extends or anything. It's just like my stomach makes a lot of weird noises, and then I usually throw up.
Well, I guess just only eat as many as you can handle then. So like 12.
Must be tough being human.
I don't think that has anything to do with being human. Shall we go to the farm, though?
Also, how long has it been since we were at that one tavern?
The Gabo Tavern.
The
Like
Gabo
8
Tavern?
hours?
It's been about a day-ish, maybe 14 hours.
Okay, so we would have rested in between.
Yeah, you rested the night there at the tavern, and then you traveled part of the day today to get here. So it is currently about 4 p.m.
Okay.
So,
And did Stavik end up taking any of the elixir, the extract, or no? For healing?
No.
Is Stavik taking any whipcakes?
He took
Of course, he's taking the. He
He
took,
took
he
one
took
too?
one. He's
Okay, I
he's,
missed that.
he's savoring it.
So do you put it like through your mask, or do you put it under your mask? Like,
Just
how
shoves
do
it
you-
into the mask and it's just
Yeah,
smeared all
how are
over.
you eating it?
You
I want to.
said you put it away, right?
I just
Yeah,
want to
you
know,
said
He
like,
takes a little bit and he takes a little bit and puts it under.
Okay.
His hand is the mama bird to his baby bird mouth.
Mushes it up.
Okay. During the pandemic, did you ever eat anything and you just like pulled
I took
mask
off my
forward, put
mask.
it in? And... Oh no, I did. I was
During
always
the
like pulling
pandemic,
mask
I
forward
stayed
and-
inside.
Yeah, that's true.
Same.
I only went out for like Walmart, I guess.
Yeah,
I got
didn't-
grocery deliveries. I stayed in the entire time, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
No, Stavik will be pulling his mask forward a little bit and putting his mask back
Can
on.
we see what's under when he does that?
He is very purposeful.
Keep your secrets, old man.
Alright.
Are we
So with that,
good to go
yeah.
to the farm?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, let's get this thing done so we can get back here and eat more of these things.
We'll be right back,
Alrighty.
Clara, okay? Just be
Are
safe.
you sure that you don't need me to come with? I mean, I can. I might be use.
Unlikely.
I'll just
This young
stay-
woman is counting on you,
I'm
Bastia.
getting very intense deja vu.
Okay, I'll just stay here then.
Be safe. Here is a gold piece. Get yourself a room so that you have some privacy if you want, okay?
This is okay, if you're sure.
I don't know how much it is here. Sorry.
It's fine. I'll be here when you get back.
It should
We are
cover
not
like
trusting you with the task, my friend.
Mhm.
She seems a little bit sad to be separated from the group, but she
Oh,
will stay
that.
in the crusty churn for now, and the rest of the party can head back out. And where would you like to go from there?
Oh, thank God. I thought she was gonna die if she stayed with us. Oh.
Are you kidding? By my side is the safest place you could be.
Like Stavik earlier.
He's alive, isn't
Oh
he?
shit!
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Alive, but potentially still bleeding.
Yes, but once he came to my side is once he became safe. It was the transitional period that was a really dangerous part.
Certainly.
They just got a lucky shot. It's fine.
Exactly.
It looked like 3 lucky shots.
No,
Or-
it was one lucky shot and one sort of lucky shot and one that was less lucky, but still lucky.
Excellent. Then let's just hope that the beast has a bad day today.
Mhm.
Exactly. It's only one beast.
Hmm.
Well, if he's going toe to toe with Valentino, he's about to have a bad day.
We're so screwed.
How big is his toes?
Wait.
Like, his toes?
We don't
I'm
know,
sorry, what?
dude.
How big are their toes? Because of I would think if he's very large, one of his toes is big.
I think
your
I
toes.
understand why people
Um,
drink.
Bro just laughs at that. Says, "Hey,
Why
you know
do
the
people drink?
the crusty churn serves alcohol too, so like."
Sorry, I don't
Just-
drink.
Do you think they have
All right.
alcoholic versions of those little cakes?
I still wouldn't have it
Stavik,
then.
that is the smartest thing you've ever said.
Oh God.
When we get
Thank you.
back, I want to soak one of those in rum and then eat it.
I mean, it would be better if it was soaked in rum while it was baking, though.
Should we
wouldn't
go and
the
tell
rum
the
get
guy
all-
when he's making
no,
our next batch?
no.
I mean, it sounds.
Valentino's going inside.
Val, go. Val, go.
And he's gone.
Stavik, I owe you one, all right?
Oh, thank you.
You're not
Xander's
giving.
gonna
Sorry, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
You're not giving me any of the alcoholic ones. Deal?
I mean, they'll be baked, so like the alcohol's gonna be.
I don't care. I don't like the flavor. I'm good.
Whatever, fine.
Xander's going to put a hand on Bro's shoulder and say, "You seem to be the one who has the most experience with this town, so would you mind leading us to the farm?"
Oh, sure. I mean, I spent like a couple days here, but mostly it was in town. So, hold on. Hey, where's the Arroyo farm? Oh, it's over there. You can't miss it. Oh, cool. Thanks. All right, it's over there. We can't miss it. Let's go.
We need to wait for Valentino.
All right. They said that it was the greatest idea they've ever heard. We're going to get at least like half of them that way. Or whether or not they actually said that, that's what Valentino's saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bro-
it seemed to me that why didn't they think of this earlier?
Bro just offers a
Seems very-
fist bump.
I mean, cooking baked goods with alcohol can sometimes cause problems with the formula because it's all chemistry, really. So sometimes
Looks
adding
Zu'lin.
Yeah, just nodding.
a different formula to an already known formula can cause problems, and it takes a lot of experimentation to get it right then. So
Go over to Zu'lin. All right. So what are the odds this place is going to burn down?
I'd like to make a intelligence check.
Go for it.
That's 17 for a 21.
Nice.
I
What
want
were you-
percentages.
What were you thinking?
I don't know, what percent chance? What's the probability of
Probability of the
random
place burning
building
down
burning down?
because they added rum to the mixture? It's
Mhm.
very
Near
low.
0.
Near zero. As near to zero as you can get. These are professionals. They're not going to burn the place down.
At most, probably 0.1, 0.5%. No need to worry.
See, no problem.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, we good to go?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's go. And the party will head to the north out of the town of Vicaris, and after a short walk, you will arrive at a small farm.
Oh my god.
As you
stop.
arrive, yeah, Stavik is clinging to life. As you arrive, you see a ramshackle farm. There's a small farmhouse and a little stable just beyond it, further to the north. There is a little well, a little shed, a couple of fields, and a toiling family working on their farm. As your group approaches, first one of them to notice you appears to be a woman in her late 20s. She has brown hair that falls over her shoulders in a simple braid. Her fair skin is weathered by the outdoors, and her hands show the roughness of farm labor upon them. Her simple clothes bear the repeated stains of life and show signs of multiple repairs. She looks at you curiously as you approach.
Wave.
She waves back, not entirely sure who you are or why you're here. Right, I don't recognize you, friends. Do you need something?
Hello there. We are here to investigate and perhaps slay a so-called beast.
Oh, the beast. Sure. The townsfolk, I thought were getting a group together to do this.
that's us.
Oh, I
You're
figured
right.
it'd be a group of townsfolk, not a group hired by the townsfolk. I mean, that's fine too, I guess. Especially if you all are professionals, he says, looking at your odd clothing and lots of weapons.
You can be assured we are quite professional. The best you could find.
Well, in that case, welcome to the farm. My name is Valeria. Kids, come and say hello. And two children are going to approach. The first is a young boy of perhaps 12 to 13 years old. He has brown hair flopping over his blue eyes. His youthful features are marred by sweat and dirt of farming life. He looks at you and gives you a polite little head nod and little bow. The girl behind him is a younger girl, perhaps no more than 10. She has rust-colored hair. It's cut short, but her bangs still slightly cover her shining green eyes. Her clothes are simple, green commoner's clothes tied at the neck with a little ribbon and speckled with white dots. Her hands and feet are stained with the dirt of working the earth. The two kids look at you curiously.
Hey.
This is Ricardo and Rebecca. They're my family. We're the Arroyos. This is the farm. I suppose if you're here about the beast, then I'd best give you the whole story, huh?
Please.
Okay, well, it all started about a week and a half ago, I guess it was. We heard strange noises one night, and, well, our pig disappeared. We had livestock here until recently. The pig disappeared. We found no signs of blood or violence or anything, but it looks like something broke the pen open, and, well, there were pig tracks and then some other kind of tracks along with it, and it led out into the Beckwood, and then we lost the tracks. And then about 3-4 days later, it happened again. This time they took our cow, and same thing. The pen was broken open, and the tracks led off into the Beckwood. And then, just last night, our horse got taken. She kind of gestures to the rather empty-looking field and stable. They were all we had. I'm afraid, I'm not sure how we're going to get through harvest without at least our horse back.
But so far, it's only animals that have disappeared.
She nods.
Animals are still
that's good.
important.
Of course. But it is good that this woman has not lost her children. We will prevent any possibility of that happening.
Yeah, I keep them with me in the bed at night, so that way, if it comes back, it has to take all of us.
Your caution is understandable, but no, you have nothing to fear.
Is
That'll
there
be all
anyone
right.
else who lives here?
She has a bit of a pained look on her face and says, "Not anymore. It's just us three."
Okay.
So real quick out of character, did Xander, I think it was Xander who rolled good on the knowledge local check earlier, did he share that?
He did not share that.
Okay.
Well, I am curious about the tracks, and perhaps we could investigate the forest after then.
I'm afraid the only tracks that are left are the ones from the horse pen. The other ones have gone away because of the rains.
Are you all right if we investigate?
Sure, I can show you.
Thank you.
The kids kind of keep away from you, but the the mom will lead you over to a stable just north off this map, and you can see an area where a fence was basically knocked over. The fence itself was like, part of it was pushed out of the way, and the fencing was effectively disabled. And then out of that area are two sets of tracks. One of them are the tracks of a horse, and the other one is a strange track that looks very strange. It doesn't look recognizable as any particular kind of animal. It's big, and it's almost like a combination. Like the front feet are like the paws of like a wolf, but the back feet look more like hooves.
Front paws.
Could I make a knowledge dungeoneering?
Absolutely.
I will do the same, but when Xander passes Valeria, he's going to hand over a pouch containing 25 gold pieces.
That's going to be
Nice.
21.
Okay. Zu'lin, you think that this sounds like it could be some sort of monster. Specifically, you think it might be something like a chimera, like a kind of creature that has the features of multiple different animals. And that would explain why its back legs are one thing and its front legs are another. So you think it could be a chimera.
That is a nat 20 for me, 27.
Okay.
If that does anything different.
Xander, as you pass by Valeria and hand her the bag of gold, she looks into it and she is shook by this. She takes a sharp breath as if she's just been like punched in the stomach. Are you sure, sir? I didn't ask for any handouts.
I'm sure. I just figured that this should make certain that you can make it through the harvest, regardless of whether we're able to return your animals.
I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No thanks are needed.
I don't even know your name.
Xander.
Well, Xander, if we have to get a new horse, I know what to name it.
He smirks at that. I appreciate the gesture.
So, Zu'lin will be looking at these footprints.
Mhm.
Just...
Get more Zu'lin laughs. Oh, yeah, I love that
Hell
shit.
Love that.
Seems to be a chimera, potentially. No matter what it is, I'm sure samples from it will be quite useful for my research.
Would you be able to use something like that?
Oh, most definitely.
And you're sure it's a
As-
chimera?
As you're examining it, Xander will get up there as well, and that's where Xander's check will come in. Xander, you are almost positive that this is some sort of chimeric beast. It definitely has the properties of multiple kinds of animals, because even the hoof prints don't exactly look like one kind of hoof. So the whole
Sure.
thing looks like a weird composite animal.
Okay. Xander will say, this is certainly a chimera of
All
some form.
Wonderful. All right. Question. Has anyone here dealt with the chimera before?
Are you asking the
Hundreds.
party or the farmers?
The party. The party.
Okay. Bastion thinks about it. I mean, nah, not technically, no. Almost.
Of course.
Almost.
Hundreds.
Really?
Dozens.
Wait.
A few.
Xander raises an eyebrow.
There was hope.
They've been keeping their distance.
Right.
They've been trying to
Okay.
avoid me. I can't help it.
Valentino is a liar.
Are we only talking about the beast? Technically, many things can be a chimera. I've seen
That's a good point.
mice that actually have differing biological traits.
Okay, what do we consider a chimera, though?
Well, I think that the mouse would also classify as a chimera, so
Anything? Anything that's a mixed match. Okay. Okay. All right. So we don't exactly know what we're dealing with other than a supposed chimera that has mystery parts other than a horse and some sort of paw thing going
Well,
on.
it could also be any kind of ungulate. It just needs hooves.
Ungulate?
Yeah, with hooves.
Oh, new word. Got it.
Xander is going to look at Bro and raise an eyebrow.
What? I spent some time on a farm once. What do you want?
So
I mean, technically, you have now too. He says, pointing at the farm.
I suppose
Alright.
there's a first for everything.
I just
I haven't really
a-
spent
a
much time with farm
chimera's-
animals.
Yeah, I mean, you're over there being a noble all the time, right?
Dude,
What? I saw the way you ate that whip cake. You can't fool me.
I didn't want to upset my... You know what? I'll take the other one instead. That's easier. And less embarrassing.
question: are chimeras natural, or are they?
Nah, man.
No.
Nah, man. They're like 7 kinds of weird.
Oh, well, no, I didn't know. I mean, the world is a very big place, and there are a lot of places that I have not been. I don't know if these chimeras are man-made or are they something that is brought in up from the depths, or are they accidents by wizards or
I mean, there's a
alchemists?
multitude of answers for that, to be honest.
Yeah, like, I guess like all of the above, but like, I don't know. I don't think there's like, they're not like native around here as far as I know.
Well, I think we have the information. We should go dispatch them.
If I look around, are there any more leading tracks? I know she said they go into the woods, but I want to see if I could maybe catch a trail or something.
Sure. You are welcome to make a perception check.
Okay.
After you've done that, I have a question for Valera.
I do as well.
Well, Louie, you look around the area, and the only tracks you're able to find are these weird chimeric tracks that lead from the Beckwood down to the stable building, and then from the stable building back to the Beckwood, except on the way back, they're walking like side by side, like right next to the horse's hooves.
Huh. He's busy inspecting that right now.
Yeah. So the other rest of the party is wanting to talk to Valeria.
Yes. Stavik
Hello.
goes,
What can I do for you?
Hello. Hello, Stavik. I have a question. When did the Chimera show up? Was it? Do you know? Was there any other unusual time of year or any other event that coincided with their appearance or the disappearance, I guess, with your first animals?
No, it was about a week and a half ago. Our pig disappeared. I'm not sure. Nothing seems to have been different in that time. I mean, there has been a lot of rain recently. But that's about it.
There has been lots and lots of rain recently.
Is there a chance that the children saw anything?
She turns to look at the kids. Ricardo looks your way and says, no, I didn't see anything.
Xander, are you able to see if there are any magical remnants in the area?
He is going to lift a hand up to his forehead, tap it, and then open his eyes and look around as he casts Detect Magic.
All right. You sweep the area with your Detect Magic, and the only magic that you ping in the area are the things that are on your persons. There doesn't appear to be any other magical auras or items within the range of the spell.
Okay. There doesn't appear to be any magical traces that I can detect.
Unpleasant. Should we follow this trail then? Seems it's pretty much the only way to go.
Is everybody ready for potential danger or combat?
I bring
Xander.
trouble with me, my friend.
Xander, I rolled a perception check. You would who was it exactly that asked the kids? Xander?
Yep.
Okay. I rolled a perception check for you behind the screen, and I just wanted you to know that you noticed the little girl sort of flinched a little bit at the question, but she did not answer.
Xander was going to wait until there were less people over here, and then potentially ask again. He is going to go up to Valeria and whisper, "It seems that Rebecca, I believe you called her."
Oh. Rebecca, she has a very active imagination. So I wouldn't. She gets like she leans in really close so that her kids don't hear. Sometimes she makes things up. I wouldn't put too much stock in anything she tells. She's a good kid. She has an active imagination.
Would you mind if I asked her anyways?
Of course you can. It's fine.
Louie, blast her with the truth.
I don't have
Rebecca,
that spell to prepare.
Yeah, I can imagine you would.
Valeria calls her daughter over. They have some questions for you, dear. Just remember what we told you about telling the truth, okay? She nods. And then will turn to look up at the very tall man.
He will get down on his knees. He'll actually squat in front of her.
What do you want?
Hi there, Rebecca. My name is Xander.
Hi?
I was wondering if you managed to see anything.
Yeah?
Could I share a secret with you? But you have to promise not to tell anybody.
What secret?
He's going to lean in and whisper, "I believe you," into her ear.
I haven't even told you anything yet.
You don't know this, but here's a second secret. And he's going to whisper, "I'm a mind reader."
She's gonna lean in and whisper back to you. and she whispers into your ear, "What am I thinking right?"
He's gonna lean forward and he's gonna say, "You're gonna feel a slight tingly feeling in your head, okay? When I do this." And then he's gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
Ah, brilliant.
Okay. She's thinking about raspberries at the moment.
See, I would assume that she's thinking about how he's not going to guess what she's thinking.
Specifically, the idea of like when you just have a fresh picked bowl of raspberries, and you just like are holding them in front of you for the first time, looking at the whole pile at once. That's the mental image in her head at that moment.
The moment before engorgement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Xander is going to say, "The problem with raspberries is that I just always want to eat so many of them."
Her
I
eyes
just
go
try
wide
to-
and she runs away. She runs away, kind of like not like full on screaming, but like making a little bit of like an eek noise.
What's
She
she
runs
thinking?
far into the farm.
Xander is going to smirk, and he is going to stand up.
She looks back at you, and she has a mix of curiosity, but at the same time, there's a smile on her face.
He's gonna wave to her.
She fidgets, but stays there.
He's gonna reach in, and he is going to pull out a flower. And he's gonna offer it to her. Just hand outstretched and see if she comes back.
She'll eventually come back, kind of cautiously, and will take the flower from you.
It's a snapdragon.
Pretty.
You giving a fucking snapdragon to a kid. Okay.
I mean, he gave 25 gold to the family, so
No, I'm just worried about the snapdragon part.
I mean, that's fair.
Well, what's it mean? What does it mean?
I believe, if I remember correctly, they're poisonous.
Well, as long as the kid doesn't eat. How?
That's not a problem.
Thank you.
The kid does not eat the snapdragon.
Thank
But she looks
fucking
at it and
God.
says it's pretty. And then we'll look
She's-
back at Xander.
He's gonna get back down, and he is going to say, "So, what would you like to share?" And I promise this time I won't read your mind.
I saw the night that Pig was taken, I saw a shadow, and the moon was out really big that night, and the shadow came in and looked at the pig, and the pig looked at the shadow, and then the pig nodded, and then the shadow broke the pen, and the pig started dancing, and then went with the shadow. Valeria looks a little upset at her daughter.
Xander's
And
gonna
then-
nod thoughtfully.
And then when the cow disappeared, I stayed up that night because I thought the shadow would be back because it was scary, and I wanted to see it better this time, and I couldn't. But when it showed up, it took the cow, and the cow danced too. Yeah, the cow danced a bunch and then left the shadow.
Did you happen to see the horse?
No,
Could you show me how the cow
because I
danced?
I told brother and mom about it, and they didn't believe me, and they told me that I had to stay in the room at night, so I couldn't do that one.
I understand.
Yeah, they dance like this, and Rebecca will hold her arms up over her head and kind of like jump around, sort of spinning in place, and then she starts giggling.
That's an interesting dance for sure.
You know, I fucking hope they didn't. Wait, what?
Louie will
That is some
eventually.
like
Sorry.
Gmod shit.
Louie will eventually make his way back to the group. I think I have a theory.
Of course. Dear.
Oh, do please do share.
I think whatever this creature is friends with animals.
It's
Yes.
probably one of the druids that perhaps established this town.
You think it's a person too?
There's druids that establish this now.
Yes, this town was originally created as a symbol of cooperation between farmers and Edenite druids. So it's possible that this was one of them.
Yes, it sounds like even nice.
Does so did the girl tell Xander the this information one-on-one or to the group?
Yeah, she was speaking out loud to the point where
So,
everyone could have heard that. Yeah.
The cow was on the hind hoofs and had the front hoofs in the air, like they just didn't care.
Kinda, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why did you say it that way?
They clearly cared enough to leave.
Well, it just seems very careless to have your horse, such a large animal, in the front ones up. It seems very unsafe.
How well
To me,
treated are
at
the
least.
animals here?
Rebecca will look to the group and say, "Real good. We brushed them. It was my job to always make sure that the horse's stall was clean." And then Ricardo will chime up, and I fed them, and I fed them really good, and I gave them extra pets and scratches. And Valeria turns to the party and says, "They were well taken care of. I don't think they just would have left. I mean, they were obviously taken by that monster."
Maybe they were enchanted?
That seems the most logical.
A charm
I've
spell of some
never s-
kind.
I think we need to have a little powwow
Okay.
in company. If you would excuse us, ma'am.
Of course. Come on, kids. We have work to do. And
Xander will
she'll
wave
call the
to
kids
Rebecca.
over.
As she leaves.
So they
Well-
get out of earshot.
Those
They
kids
seem
are
to have their
cute.
conclusions made. I find human children really strange to talk to, but
Oh, I think they're so sweet.
they're just so tall.
But-
Anyway,
Oh, it's a height thing. I mean, a lot of people tend to be taller than me, so
but are they
I
4
can-
years old?
yeah. Even then.
I'm sorry. Anyway, it seems I've got a few theories, but it seems like they've got their minds made up and might be upset by some of these ideas. First of all, as kind of hinted out, is perhaps there's druids in the forest that just feel like these animals aren't being treated well enough.
I don't think I've met a druid before. Sorry.
They kind of smell.
Yeah,
I'm,
it's
Do they?
really
I'm concerned.
it's kind of like the defining element.
Yeah, like every druid I've ever met, like, was rank.
I
Is
thought they'd
there
smell like
any-
flowers.
You
Is there any
think, but they don't.
Specific perk to meeting druids.
I mean,
I
they
could learn
yes.
something from them.
there is a perk to meeting druids.
Of course.
Are you going to say
They
alcohol?
work to meet the animal.
No. They know what mushrooms fuck you up.
Yeah, I mean they
I was
alcohol
gonna say
too, though.
drugs.
Yeah, it's drugs. They know what plants to eat to really mess somebody up.
I forgot that I
Fine,
shouldn't
sir.
ask you questions.
What?
I'm
It's the
glad that you
truth.
did.
You asked the question, I told you the answer. What do you want?
We need to ask the
So-
druid some questions if that's what we're dealing with.
Well.
But it could also be that someone is making chimeras.
That'd be
Louie,
weird.
It would be weird.
I want to pick your brain. I can't imagine a cow dancing on the hind hooves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think the kid might have been like stretching the truth a little bit.
I don't know.
He was a
Kids
kid
tend to be
after all.
very truthful, to be honest. It's just a lot of people, like adults, don't tend to listen to them and believe what they're saying. I mean, sure, they
Agreed.
make up stuff, but kids are actually.
Maybe they were.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think a cow can like do that. I don't think.
No,
I don't think their
That's
joints work that way.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe maybe they are
If only
carried
there was
off.
some sort of magic that could be casted on animals.
That was my theory, actually, is that there might be magic involved, obviously. I think it might be a person, too, based on the interaction of the tracks I found. They were walking side by side. They described that there was no force whatsoever, so either they are friends or there is a charm spell involved to make them want to go with them, too. Something
In
can
either
communicate
case.
with the farm animals, in the very least.
In either
Well,
case,
I
we'll
mean-
have to determine whether these animals are being treated well, or they're being taken away for their own safety, or if there's something happening to them.
Should we check the other animals here before we go in the forest?
Can you talk to
Look.
them?
No. No.
I can speak to animals. They don't have a lot to say back,
Just-
but that's on them. I don't know what to tell them.
There
They're
are
not
no
very
other
helpful
animals
then.
at this farm.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Those were the only ones.
That was their only
We
three
talked to
animals.
all the animals.
Objective complete.
I think
Talk to
we
all animals.
should probably just head into the forest.
That's for the best.
Let's go.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we
All
can
right.
get back to having more cake if we get this done fast enough.
We'll get it done fast enough. Whip cake is a great motivator.
Valentino tries not to run over to the other group. We are going to be heading and investigating the rest of this. Thank you for our time. If we find your animals, we'll bring them back.
Of course. Thank you already. You've done more than I could have ever expected anyone to do.
Oh, no,
Good
no,
luck.
no. Your
It's-
thanks are not required. Although, you can keep going.
It's very difficult in the woods. Just be careful. None of us go in there because it can be dangerous. So just
What's
be
dangerous
careful,
about
okay?
it?
I mean, there's stories that you hear. Some folk go in there and they see things, or they get attacked.
Oh, bro, you might
Um,
have your wish fulfilled.
Some people claim to, some folk apparently never come back. I've never met anyone that disappeared in there, but apparently it's happened before. I just don't know anyone personally.
Well, these woods have never before tangled with Valentino.
That's
They will
right.
soon meet their match.
I wish you all the best of luck. Please, do be careful, and thank you all so much already.
Promise.
And with that, the party will turn and make their way from the outskirts of Picaris into Beckwood Forest. And as you step into the Beckwood Forest, the general sounds and light of the day get a little muted. Things seem to echo a bit more in the woods. The sound of birdsong and other signs of life are a little more muted here. You feel alone in this place in an odd way that feels unnatural. As you go further into the forest, you see these twisted effigies hanging from trees that look to be in the shape of a humanoid. So 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head, but they're made of twisted together twigs and twine, and they hang here and there from some of the trees as if it was a warning or a ward.
Do they detect as magical at all?
They do not.
Xander's
Can I do a
gonna cut
knowledge
one
with
down.
What?
Or hear that?
You did
Why?
what?
cut one
would you
down.
do that?
You cut one down and take a look at it, and in your hand, you can see that it's made of twigs that are twisted together, and then they're tied with what looks like human hair to hold them together.
No. We're gonna. We're
Are
just
there
gonna go.
any-
Well, let's find out if shreds.
Samples of like skin or blood, or is it just
Just looks like
Just
human
hair.
hair. Just hair.
excellent?
It's sort of a dark brown, almost black hair.
Okay. Xander is gonna like cut the head off and just keep the head.
Okay. You cut the head off the effigy and keep it to yourself. I mean, the whole thing is only about that big. It's
Oh,
only about
okay.
a foot. It's not like a human-sized effigy.
Sure,
So
sure.
These are like little twisted fetishes, I guess.
Okay, he's gonna keep it then.
I'll say.
Okay. You can pop the head off or
Can-
something.
Can I do a
What
quick knowledge
the
religion
fuck
check on
was
that? Or...
Yeah, you can make a knowledge religion, absolutely. For sure.
I'll do one too.
Okay.
That's only a 6 though. So
All right,
no.
Stavik, it is of no religion that you're familiar with.
I will also.
That
do
is a
one.
26 for me.
21 for me.
Never
There
mind.
you go.
Never mind.
Never mind.
All right,
Good.
Louie, you are not sure. This could be some sort of occult practice. Could be any number of lesser religions.
It's freaky deaky, whatever the fuck it is.
It's freaky deaky, and whatever it is, you don't like it. And Xander, your 26 tells you that this is likely of religious significance and also likely serves the dual purpose of being either a territory marker or a warning.
Why the fuck would you
Yep.
touch it?
It wasn't magical.
It was scary. It could
Well, don't
have
so
done
much.
something bad. It could have been a trap, or I don't know. You
But
could
they
have
did
gotten
not.
cursed or something.
I cannot be cursed. Not like that.
You see, Zu'lin will
Well,
make
that's
a note.
very confident.
Okay, good to know.
Remember that.
We got 2 note takers here.
Yeah. Oh, I've been doing this the whole time.
Oh, I know.
And do you all want to head deeper into the forest?
No, not after
Want?
that.
Want is perhaps not the choice of word I would use, but going to?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do
Alright.
it.
You head deeper into the forest, and it grows ever darker and more oppressive as the trees get older and larger. The canopy is blocking out most of the light. And up ahead, you find... At first, you found you were following the trail of that weird chimeric being. But over time, its tracks are just completely lost in the forest. There's just too much other interference and plants and rocks and other tracks and other things that it becomes basically impossible to find. And the tracks are easily lost after a short time. But you manage to kind of go in a way that feels like you're going deeper into this place until eventually you come around
Oh.
and around a bend from some of these trees that sort of following the terrain, you see ahead of you an very ancient looking arch, a stone archway that's been built there. It looks weathered and ancient. Some of the larger stones have begun to like fall off and slide to the sides, but it still stands there, this impressive 15-foot tall stone archway. And beyond it, you can see a clearing with light beaming down on a large stand of trees. And as you approach the stone archway, that's what we're going to call it a week.
Makes sense.
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pichler for the intro and outro themes, and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.